Welcome to Adventures in Green and Garb Plays Descent into Avernus. Episode 15.
15.
That's right. What happened last time to our adventurers? Previously, in Descent to Avernus, you all entered Bell's Forge, an industrial complex sitting in the heart of an active volcano amongst the basalt fields of Avernus. Inside, Mambo got a wee lost, and you decided to split the party, as all good adventurers do.
Yeah.
To do a little bit of investigating. That's right, split the party. One group managed to find Judgment's ex-murder professor, who unlocked a greater portion of Judgment's Vecna-infused necromantic powers, and accidentally imbued Anatoly with a second unexpected patron.
The Raven Queen's gonna be pissed, y'all!
Uh-oh.
Your fault, dude.
Meanwhile, the other group met with Bell, the ex-ruler of Avernus, who has a bit of a bone to pick with Zario, and who gave you a deal. If you found the 9 adamantine rods guarded by Zario's cronies, Bell would disclose to you the location of the Bleeding Citadel. Mm-hmm. So, to find the rods, you made your way back to the River Styx, had a psionic battle with the Sybarex, and found out that the rods were located in a crashed flying fortress some miles away. And with that, you decided to take to the road. And now, the Sideshow Slashers take the stage.
Slashing! Smite that like button!
That's right.
And subscribe. Check us out on Instagram at Green and Garb, and check us out on Discord. Woohoo!
Thank you very much. Yes, do that. We very much appreciate it. So as the Infernal War Machine, the Tormentor rumbles forth down the desert plains of Avernus as fire meteors fall and explode around you, and 4 is at the wheel. The rest of you are in the cargo bay area, and you've had a very long, probably past 24 hours. Your eyelids grow heavy, and you're quite exhausted, especially after that mental battle with the Sybarex. So I need you all to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yes, I will do this promptly.
All right.
23.
Me too.
14.
This many.
5. And then what was it, Fenris?
22.
22. Okay, the 14 and 15, Deaths and Judgment. You feel your eyelids just become too heavy. And you, with the car, imagine being in a vehicle and the rumbling of the car sounds, and you're so tired and fatigued, you conk out. At least for the time being. The rest of you, however, are still awake and can fight it off a bit. So,
I'm gonna walk over to Judgment and shake him a little bit. Like, yeah!
What are you doing?
You scared me. I thought you die. You die, I die. No good.
People sleep?
Yes, don't fall asleep. We have work to do.
and Judgment falls back asleep. But what you notice, though, is as you approach Judgment, and of course he's asleep at this point, your robes begin to, as you get closer and closer, your robes begin to pulsate. Like, as you get closer, the pulsating goes quicker and quicker.
Interesting.
And as you back off after having woken him...
Wait, no, can I shake him again?
Sure.
Yeah. Judgment!
No!
Judgment! Robe did funny thing! You feel this? You feel this? You feel the tension between us?
First of all, inspiration for both of you.
The robe just goes,
So confused right now.
Do you not feel this pulsating energy between us? In your robes? What is happening?
What a good question. Do I notice anything?
Yeah, give me an arcane roll. Judgment. At disadvantage because you're still half asleep.
Fantastic. Disadvantage, you say?
Mm-hmm. And then Anatole, you can do it as well if you'd like.
An arcane check?
Mm-hmm.
My disadvantage roll is a 15.
Okay.
At regular or
Yeah, regular.
23 again.
23. All right, Judgment, you sort of go through your mind register as much as you can as you're still trying to, doze off a bit. And you and Anatoly quickly recognize that this pulsating is only probably recognizable by you two and has to do with it's recognizing the distance you two have between the bond. So as you were to back up, this pulsating would get less and less.
Fascinating. This is strange, Judgment. I now feel our bond between us in a much more physical way.
I find it annoying. I'm trying to sleep, but I keep flashing.
Okay. You go to sleep then. Do you go to sleep?
Apparently I have a compulsion right now, so yes.
Otherwise, you could try to fight it, but you will get some levels of exhaustion.
I will whisper into his ear, "You will learn to love me," and then walk away.
Okay, then
Like
the pulsating sort of slows to a gentle rhythm that sort of is underlying. Then Fenris, you notice Rhea. Oh, so you notice Rhea, crying as she looks out a window slit back towards the river Styx.
I'm going to go up to her immediately and try to comfort her and ask her why she's crying.
Okay, she says, "Fenris, look." Give me a perception roll, Fenris.
Not good. 5.
5? All right, with a 5, you are looking through this slit and you're not sure what to focus on.
I turn to her, what is it you see, my love?
There. And she sort of gently nudges her head forward, sort of closer to the slit there, and locks in your vision towards what looks like it's so far away, almost like it's a black dot. But if you really, really focus and sort of squint a little bit, you notice that it's actually El Terrell. And of course, El Terrell was being dragged down to the River Styx, and you were just sort of at the River Styx, but it's miles and miles down. What you notice is, without a doubt, it is much, much further down than it had been when you first left. And the chains, the 9 chains surrounding it, which you can barely make out, are struggling to bring it down to the River Styx and destroy everybody. And she looks at you, and she's still sort of crying a little bit. She says, "Those are my people. My hometown."
I know our time is running short. I will take her hands. But I have faith in our journey and in our ragtag team of misfits. I believe we can do this, and we can stop this tragedy from ever befalling El Terrell.
Inspiration, Fenris, as she smiles at your judicious words and wipes away her tears and hugs you very, very close.
I return said hug.
You what?
I return the hug.
Okay. Then, Sovereignty, you notice what all the interactions have been going on, and Des is sort of asleep right next to you. She normally sits next to you, and she begins to, when you're asleep, and you're sitting just on a bench, basically, and she falls over, and her head hits your shoulder.
I pull out of my bag the flask that her pirate mom gave me that was poison cure, but it was coffee. And I'll see if that does anything.
Okay, do you want to try to wake her?
Yes, I would like to try to get her to drink it.
All right,
I know it's not poison, but
go ahead, do whatever you want to do.
So I'll give her a nudge and see if I can get her to.
It looks like she's so tired, it's not working. Wake her up, you feel like, oh, she wakes up. Never mind, I lied.
Very aggressive wake her upper.
Where are we?
Hey, Des.
Sovereignty. Sovereignty. I was having a dream that I was in the astral plane, and Celsa was like, "Yes, how are you doing?" And then I was like, "Oh, I'm doing well." And she's like, "I'm very proud of you and all the work that you've done. Thank you so much. Do you want my autograph?" And she was like, "No, I don't need that. 'Cause I'm more powerful than you." And then I got really sad about it, and then you woke me up. So thank you.
Yeah, because she was rude. Who wouldn't want your autograph?
Thank you.
Also, I think you should have this coffee because you just narcolepsied out on us. So.
The coffee that Law made you have, that's been in your bag for a long time.
Oh no, yeah, it's probably gross, isn't it? I forgot about that.
Can you try it first and make sure it's not poisoned, and then I'll try it?
Yeah, I'll do that. Is it really bad, David?
You try it?
Yep.
Okay, so I need you to make me a will saving throw.
Great.
A wisdom, you said?
Yeah, it's will. Oh, yeah, wisdom saving throw. Why am I in 3rd edition?
I was like,
God.
we had our head in 3rd edition all day yesterday, so that's why.
16.
16. The coffee has not just gone bitter, it's been affected by Avernus without you knowing.
Oh.
And it doesn't have a bad effect, but it actually just has the opposite effect. And you immediately become exceptionally drowsy and fall asleep. Your head falls onto Des's shoulder.
Well,
And Des, I need you to make a Dex saving throw.
my head is so large.
What?
These are Dex.
Yes?
Okay. That is 14.
You barely managed to catch the mug of coffee that Sovereignty had to let go as she fell asleep. You catch it with one hand, barely as it almost hits the ground. Thankfully, it spills over just a little bit on your hand, and now you have coffee of drowsiness.
It's okay. Don't worry, guys. I caught everything because I am a very spry spring chicken. People say that I'm very fast and flexible. Anybody want some? You want some Anatoly? It's really good.
That the shit that just made her fall on your head?
No. She was really tired. She was gonna give this to me, but then I was like, I think the Prince Anatoly should have it first.
Okay, I'll take a sip. Can I have it?
Yeah, here you go. I hand it to her.
Here,
You should try this. Oh,
pour it out.
It's really good. Listen, all the pirates, we all drink that.
I take the
all
cup and I pour it out on the deck of the Tormentor.
The wrath of the pirates on you. They're gonna know that you spilled all this liquid.
I'm so afraid.
You have to clean that up now because somebody's gonna slip and fall. Somebody's gonna slip and fall, and then they're gonna write you a note that said the floor was wet because of Anatoly, and they're gonna need workers' comp from this. So you need to mop this up. And I kind of put one of my foot in it, and
I'm sorry. We have an issue. Sorry.
Mambo comes with a mop that he just gets out of the storage, and he sort of sachets and mops it up, and then dances away.
Mambo, you're very good. Okay, good night. And I lean my head on Sovereignty's.
Okay. All right. Should we take a small pause here, just in case, or?
Sorry, Max got into something. And then he bit me.
Yikes.
Oh. Pause?
We're good.
Okay. We good?
Yeah, Jess will be back in a sec. You can go ahead. Sorry.
All right, no problem. I'll cut it out there. You fall asleep, Anatoly. Well, sorry, Des. And as you do, and whoever else has not slept yet will probably eventually need to take a doze here. Everyone has a normal, strange, Avernus-like dreams, but Sovereignty, yours are more way more vivid. As you doze off into your slumber, Sovereignty, moments later, you stand almost in a dreamlike state at the edge of a small town. One you remember actually quite vividly. The stonework buildings, the surrounding wheat fields, the smell of ripe fruits at the stalls. There's no people around, but there are buildings and everything else. This was the one place where the cult allowed you to visit on a rare occasion. One of your few comforting memories of your youth.
Gonna poke around, see if everything looks hunky-dory.
It's eerily empty. And as you begin to trace back what you can of memories of your youth and you being here who knows how long ago, you see a little bit down the way, sort of at the town square here, a figure wandering around confusedly.
Hey, stranger.
So you call out to this.
Yep.
You can't quite make it out too clearly. You're looking at a sort of dreamlike haze.
Hey.
All right, you call out. And this figure looks up, sort of, it was confused and didn't seem to know where it was, and looks back at you. And what you see on the town square. You what?
I point at something else. It wasn't me, it was someone else.
It looks over, but then focuses directly on you.
Oh, great.
And you see a devil-like creature you've never seen before. And this devil-like creature is, one would say, objectively a handsome devil. Gray skin, brilliant red eyes, powerful wings, strong horns, very toned physique, doesn't seem to be wearing very much, almost as if you caught it in a state where it wasn't ready. And it has an aura of a fiery intensity that surrounds it.
I take off like a layer and offer it.
Okay.
Poor surprised man.
All right. It looks, and it's this devil walks further forward, nods to your offering, and then says, "Oh, Sovereignty, it's been a while since I've been able to see my true form. Thank you."
Oh, is that Gary?
The one and only actor and producer extraordinaire, the flame of Avernus, Gargoth, and he bows deeply. I'm sorry I'm not very presentable. You caught me in a dreamlike state.
I kind of just pictured this would be what you would do all the time. This seems like a you thing.
Honestly, don't tell my secrets, but when I'm preparing my lines, I do it naked in the living room.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
So tell me, what is this place?
I don't know. I had some bad coffee, I think, and then I was here. I came here sometimes when I was younger. Super rare, super supervised. So this is a little weird.
And what was your youth like? As fantastic as that of all other adventurers?
Just sort of, the classic born into a cult and hidden away and isolated forever kind of deal.
Ah, a tragedy then. Interesting. And he looks around for a moment, and he gets like a eureka moment. And he says, I see what's happening. Inspiration, Sovereignty.
It's also funny to me for the reason that you will explain to me.
I shall. But perhaps only as I've done before. In metaphor.
Great. My favorite.
I know. So, one day, my troupe put on a production of Shamlet at Candlekeep.
So sorry.
At
I'm not-
Candlekeep's Royal Academy of the Arts. I know. Of course, I was playing the titular character. Melancholy, bitter, cynical, all that. My performance was lauded as exquisite, captivating, deep, you know. But enough about me. Let me tell you a few lines that I remember with fondness. Are you ready, Sovereignty, to be enthralled by the arts?
Sure.
He manifests in his hand a skull, like a human, looks like a human skull. And he puts it up to the light and back down. And he looks at it when he talks. And he says, "There is a special providence in the fall of a sparrow. If it be now, 'tis not to come. If it be not to come, it will be now. If it be not now, yet it will come. The readiness is all." And he does a deep, deep bow.
The fuck?
I didn't know any of the things you said, but the skull was very good.
Thank you, Sovereignty. Well, that was old common. So let me break it down to you like this. Destiny, Sovereignty.
Mm-hmm.
Will you run from it, or will you embrace it? And he snaps his fingers, and a black portal opens. It's crackling with dark energy. And he steps to the side. And he says, "When you're ready, kid."
And I stepped through it too.
Oh, he's not stepping through. He steps to the side.
Darn it. Oh, okay. Well, wait, just me? You're not going?
No, I'm not the protagonist of this production.
I don't like that you're happy to not be the protagonist of this production.
I'll tell you what, I will give you a little bit of insurance. How about that? And he manifests a little stone, a little black opal stone. Here, take this.
Thank you.
If you ever want to run away from destiny, just crush it in your hand, and you'll be back in the Tormentor.
Wow. Okay. Thanks.
All right, are you stepping through?
I guess so now. Yeah.
Good luck. And you step through this black portal. You find yourself in a memory of the past, a sparsely furnished cave you know to be nearby that very same town. Has very meager candle lighting. You are a younger version of yourself, eating gruel at a crude wooden table, and you're being recited to by a cult-like masked figure who reads to you in a tone of very mother-like tone, actually. And you're sitting at this table.
Am I just observe? If I move around, do they notice me moving?
Yeah, you're at the table. You have this pot of gruel in front of you.
And someone's reading to me.
Someone's reading in a language you don't understand, but it's dark.
Can you do a Hey, can you do a different language?
The figure with the mask, it's a dark painted mask with some red symbols all around it, puts this weird codex sort of down and says, "Silence!" and begins to read again. At the same time, Sovereignty, you see another child who's probably in order with a task, about your age, who accidentally, sort of further down into the cave here, accidentally trips over a candelabra and quickly the fire from the candelabra quickly catches onto this tapestry. And then the masked figure in front of you turns, and also the guard in the only exit nearby rushes over to put out this fire. And this figure also goes and rushes over, admonishing the other kid.
Sweet. that is my moment. I make a break for it.
All right, you run? Okay.
Absolutely.
This is very deja vu for you. You look over, make sure, and they're not paying attention, and you rush out, dash into the exit, securing your freedom, the freedom you have now. Give me a perception roll, Saudi.
9.
13.
13. Okay. This time you notice something a little different, a detail you never noticed before when you were a kid. A different guard returning to their post had actually spotted you on your way out. But a slim, human-looking devil wearing a luxurious black and red robe appears. He sort of snaps his finger and like waves his hand in a very Obi-Wan, these are not the drones you're looking for situation. And the guard seems to forget what it's doing. As you run, the human devil smiles and waves at you as the vision fades. This time, a vision, you reappear. You're yourself this time. And you are in a great hall with giant marble pillars. In front of you is a very unassuming looking sword, which is thrust into a stone pedestal on the ground. There's no one else around.
Is there any like imagery or wording around the sword?
There's not. There's nothing. It's dozens and dozens of pillars all around you. You don't seem to see a way out, but you do have that sword in your hand.
No, I gotta go touch the sword.
Okay, you touch the sword,
I'm looking right.
and as you receive a tingling sensation that goes all up and down your spine.
That's a good sword. Nope.
That's a good sword.
I'll take that right back.
On a t-shirt.
Sword.
That's a good sword.
A good sword.
You-
Nice.
all right, I need you to give me a athletics check.
I think that's our episode title.
Don't make me laugh. Forget emotions.
17.
17. All right, you have a little bit of resistance, but you pull really with all your effort, and suddenly it almost like lets loose, like there was some kind of latch, and you shoot it out, and it does as you do, a beam of light shoots forward, and you hear almost like a heavenly choir sort of sing out, and you now have this very unassuming sword with almost a bluish silver blade. You grab the sword, and that vision fades. Then another one appears. You are on a ship, sailing across a sea of swords. You feel the breeze flowing through your hair. It's liberating. You maybe feel a little seasick, but you know. You walk up to a young pirate girl with an unsettling visage. She doesn't seem to have much confidence, and she's being bullied by some deckhands.
Not anymore, she's not.
Okay, what do you do?
I'd like to sort of beef up in between them. Actually, is there some sort of like, you know how in a classic pirate goof, you see somebody let a rope loose and something swings and knocks someone off the ship?
Sure, yeah, you can do that.
I want to do that.
All right, you can probably just let loose one of the like rigging ropes, and
Yes.
it'll probably catch something. All right.
Great. Sure.
Well then, you get in between them, and they're like, "Oi!" But at the same time, well, not paying attention, you release this rope, which catches on this guy's foot, and comically, he just spins up. You know, he gets caught upside down, like almost like a fish on a line, and the other one looks up and is intimidated, now alone facing you, and gets the heck out of there.
Be good or be good at it. Are you okay?
What's that?
I said, are you okay? To the pirate girl.
The pirate girl, upon seeing you say these words to her and these actions, she smiles brightly and timidly offers you her hand. Do you take it?
Yes.
Okay. You take her hand, and the vision fades as well. Then it reappears again. Well, this time you are in a claustrophobically small room. In front of you are two glass windows with reliefs Very familiar images on them. One is that of Zerio as an angel, and the other one is that of Zerio as a devil. One or the other is the only way through.
Like they don't both. Like one of them opens.
They're just windows. There's no other way out of here, and the room is maybe, imagine claustrophobic. It's almost like a tomb-like room. You're almost like in a coffin.
Is it good to break the good one, or is it good to break the bad one? Can I reach them both?
You can reach them both. You can break them with your sword. You can open them. You can bust through, whatever you like.
Oh, you can open them. I assumed I had to break them. That says a lot.
You're welcome to do so.
Can I open them both?
Which one would you like to open first?
The good one.
You open the good one, and there's a gleaming light to let you exit out if you'd like.
Great. Yeah, I'm gonna like board up the bad one. I feel like that's got bad vibes, so I'm gonna block that maybe with like a whatever clothes I have left in my visions.
All right, that's fine. You rip off some of your whatever dreamlike extra cloth or whatever and drape it up over the devil angel.
I draw a bad face on her, and then I go through the good window.
All right. That's what you do, and that vision fades. Then you're in an ornate throne room filled with tapestries depicting Avernus's history. Before you sits an impressive throne, an asymmetrical monstrosity of spikes and jagged edges, and twisted metal and bones. No one else is around.
It's just me and this throne.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have my sword?
You have your sword.
Can I break it?
Would you like to?
Yeah, I want to try and break the throne.
All right. You attack the throne with this sword and break it in two. The vision fades. Finally, this last vision appears. You hear the ferocious sounds of war, clanging of metal, ripping of flesh, and howls of unbelievable monstrosities. Behind you stands an indistinct army, and in front of you, an army of ravenous demons pouring out from a black river. What will you do, Sovereignty?
They're in front of me?
Yes, it looks like you are in front of this army behind you.
Is it just me?
It's just you. Again, seem to be spearheading this army somehow.
Oh, I'm leading the demons.
No. You are facing down the demons. You have an indistinct army behind you. I should have been, yeah.
Oh, great. I charge? Can I use spells?
Well, your action would be, would you like to charge?
Yes.
All right. You lead this army into battle against the demons, and the vision fades. As this one fades, you hear a clap, and the words, "Looks like you passed, kid." And you wake up on Dessa's shoulder. Everyone else has woken up at this point with a long rest.
1,005 sheep, 1,006 sheep, Oh, you're awake!
Were you counting sheep until I woke up?
Yeah, well, I got to like, I don't know. I don't know if I was counting the numbers in the right order, but I got to like 1,006. They were all in there in some order, you know. How did you sleep?
I wish I dreamed about sheep instead.
You didn't? I was talking really loudly into your ear.
I saw Gary, but he was kind of naked, which makes sense, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Nope.
Oh,
nope.
are you?
Nope.
That's cool. Yeah, I don't. No, so it wasn't like a good naked. It was like not.
No, it was like he was. I don't know. He gave me a riddle. It's something about Shamlet.
So it's like what he's into. He like quotes stuff when he's naked. Is that like his thing?
Yep, that's the only one thing I think that we really need to know about him that I will share.
Oh, yeah, no, I've never seen that show before. That's fun.
Yep.
Okay, well, I just dream about my god, but now that I, okay, so I'm gonna reach over to Sovereignty's bag. Does she have Gary in there? And I'm gonna knock on the shield in her bag.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Knock, knock.
What?
Excuse me, I would like to hear some lines from Shamlet too. I did not have the money growing up to see that show, and I heard it's very good. So proceed. And I kind of like sit back and cross my arms. The world is your stage.
Interesting. How about this? How about you let me out of the shield, and I'll give you a whole production.
Yeah, if we let you out, will you have clothes on? And then I kind of kick the shield over.
What does that mean? This is awkward. I'm gonna go now. Bye.
So kind of, yeah. What?
You don't hear his voice anymore.
Yeah, because I kicked the shield over, so now he's upside down.
It clangs. Cling.
Well, are we there yet, 4? Because, don't need anybody else getting all hot and bothered over here during their coffee dreams.
We've established it was not good, right?
Yeah, we've established.
At least I had a wonderful dream.
What was your
dream? Sylvira naked and quoting Shamlet in your dream?
No, I was back at the university. Everyone there was intelligent.
To see Shamlet, you have to have a high intelligence to be able to understand what's going on. It's a very complicated plot.
No, it was actually really bad. The words didn't mean anything. The skull was cool, though.
Can I walk over to Judgment? And I'm gonna say, did you dream of me as I run a finger down the side of his face?
I said everyone was intelligent.
I am pretty intelligent. Ask me anything.
Who is the current leader of Barovia?
No, I need Judgment.
Who is the current leader of Barovia? No, who is it, Anatoly? He is the current leader of Barovia.
I know the current leader of Barovia.
Do you?
You do?
Yes,
amazing.
I just came from there, and this is stupid question. It's too easy. Judgment, you give me good question.
Oh, you would like a better question, would you?
I
Yes.
think it is too. Why don't you answer it?
Because it's silly, and I will not be the great to answer stupid questions like I am some stupid person.
Judgment, I can make you make an intelligence check for that if you'd like to know what it is.
Yes, let's do it.
If I would like to know what the ruler is?
Yeah.
I believe I know who it is. So
Okay.
I mean,
Go for it.
I'm not answering the question for him.
Oh,
Can I roll to see if I know it?
your intelligence.
Dude, you were in the Shadowfell for like 20 years. You don't know who the ruler is.
I'll give you a hint. We kind of fled the country because he was waking up.
Oh, it's Strahd! That was my
10 years
first guess, but I thought it was too easy. I thought you were trying to play trick on Anatoly, Prince Anatoly.
Yeah, it's Prince Anatoly.
Mm-hmm.
As they're kind of talking, I've cast, I'm just sitting there kind of dejectedly in the corner, and I cast Minor Illusion, and so I also make a skull in my hand, and I'm just sitting there holding the skull in my hand.
So, Judgments, you have harder question for me?
Harder question for you.
Because I am intelligent. And I know this because you gave me fancy ring that make me more smartish in the brain head.
He does have a headband of intellect.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Exactly. So, my question to you is,
Yes.
if you took off the circlet would you still know who Strad was?
Well, obviously, I take the circlet off.
Okay, give me an intelligence check. Whatever your -2 or something.
That would be a 3.
3? You have no idea who the hell you're talking about. He comes out as babbling, basically.
So like, you asked me a question and it was very, very hard. So I will give you that you did very good job asking me a question. But I know that Ruler, his name is Ruly McRulerpants, and he is the smartest and greatest ruler of them all, and he rules with fear and love.
At some point I put my hand over him.
That sounds right to me.
It's enough.
Name.
It's enough.
And lots of vodkas.
It's enough.
Okay, first of all, I love you all, and second of all, inspiration for everybody. Don't know that I realize you've slept the whole time. Okay, well, you're all bickering a little bit in the cabin. I'd like everybody to give me a perception roll, as you can see out the slits here of the Tormentor.
18.
10.
11, 18.
That's 16.
16. Judgment?
6.
6. Des and Fenris, as everything's going on, you happen to catch a glimpse of what's going on outside. And you see now, in the far, far distance, shooting out of the ground, pieces of the head of a flying fortress. At the same time, you see 2 potential paths to get there. The first is going to be almost like an open plain that has some plateaus here and there, but more or less it's open. And the second is you can probably take because this flying fortress seems to have crashed down like almost in like a mountainous area, like a mountain range. The second is a more treacherous but concealed path sort of up through the mountains around towards the flying fortress.
Okay, so what's better, 1 or 2? 2 or 3? Left or right? Okay, okay, who wants to go left? Raise your hand. Who wants to go right? Raise your hand.
So only Fenris
Right.
knows what you're talking about currently.
I know, that was the point.
Oh,
I turn around. It appears as though we are at both a literal and what's the other word? Literal
Figurative crossroads?
and figurative crossroads. There.
Yes, you didn't know the word for figurative? Who is stupid now?
Fight me.
Okay, well, if we go right, it's really clear open plains. But then if we go left, it's a mountainous, treacherous, but concealed, and it looks like there's like a flying fortress coming our way. So, okay, I'm gonna just go up. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Now hold on. Although the plains path may look more clear, it is very possible that being so exposed could have some strange creature swooping down at us and carrying us off to the
Yes,
netherworld.
it is very possible that plain, although flat, would be very open to ambush, whereas mountain pass would be very good place to hide.
Well, I just
know a
did
smart
eeny, meeny,
thing-
miny, mo, and it told me to go up the mountain range, so we should go that way.
so is this unanimous?
Anatoly, did you put the circle back on?
Oh, fuck. Was I supposed to do that?
I pick it up and put it on its head. For God's sake, shut up.
Oh. Wow, that is a head rush. Woo!
You get the
Yeah,
tingly
Okay,
sensation.
Thor, I think we should go the mountain range. Go to the left.
It is
Perhaps we should
your
check the map.
I think they both lead the way we're supposed to go, right, DM?
They do. If you check the map, you'll see that they certainly both arrive at the same destination. The flat plane will get you there quicker, probably half the time, and you'll be subject to some, typical Avernus fireballs and thunder coming down. The mountain pass will get you there perhaps slower, but it does seem more concealed. However, it is more treacherous. Going through a mountain pass would be.
treachery.
He's a good driver. It seems fine. He'll just floor it the whole way. We'll be out in no time.
My vote is for treacherous mountain pass.
Hey, treachery.
I have to agree.
Okay, well, I think we have a majority, if not a plurality here. So, unless Judgment wants to cast something, we're taking.
I can fly. I'll be fine.
Okay, so you notify 4 what to do to go up the mountain pass. 4 nods and turns the car around and begins to drive up the rocky mountain pass. The road is very bumpy, and you're shaking in your seats quite a lot. So I need everybody to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
20.
20?
Yes,
Okay.
27.
Mm-hmm.
7.
7,
19.
19, and Fenris?
18.
18. All right, all of you have to stabilize. There's some shit handlebars or whatever you grab onto. Unfortunately, Judgment's too late, and yeah, Somebody just hangs on with her muscles.
I was offering it to Des.
Oh,
It's like a bus handrail.
okay, that's hot. And then
Okay, I'll look over, and I'm still holding the magical skull that I've created in my pity to myself, and I'm holding onto her muscle.
all right, Judgment, you try the best you can, and Mambo tries to catch you, but unfortunately, it's too late. You go flying into Des and Sovereignty's lap, and you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Well, Judgment, if you hadn't rammed your head right into my knee.
Oh, Judgment,
You
you should have used your wings.
He tried. There was not enough space.
Judgment, how many fingers am I holding up?
5.
Plus 3.
Your other arm is a sword.
Legit. Take Judgment, take inspiration unless you already have 2.
Yeah.
It's 7.
Oh, funny.
All right, the road rumbles on. Judgment, I assume you eventually get up.
I don't know. Is it comfy?
Well, ish, because they're wearing heavy armor, so...
Yeah, I'll get up.
Okay. All right, so you go and take your seat wherever you can, despite the Ford literally does not stop hitting the accelerator maximum speed the whole time. It's just, like, and wait, there's no wind inside. But anyway, you get the point.
Judgment, do you need me to bandage your head for you?
I would appreciate it.
Okay, I'm going to go into my bag. I'd like to do, it's just like a medicine check. I'm
Okay.
going to go through my bag and say,
All right,
okay, Judgment, sit on the floor in front of me.
All right, so give me a dexterity save.
The bouncing floor?
Give me a dexterity
Yeah.
save. Des, give me a dexterity save at disadvantage since you're trying to do all this where the car is moving in a very bumpy terrain.
Do dexterity at disadvantage.
Yep.
Man. Oh. Wait, what? What's 7 plus 8? My intelligence is too low.
15, unfortunately, given the situation right now, it's not enough. So as you're rifling through your medicine bag, all the medicine, what's up?
Oh, I had an idea.
What do you want to do?
Oh, I'm just saying it's not going to work. So I have the bandage as if I'm going to do it. And I put the bandage down and instead, just judge me. I'm going to start braiding Judgment's hair.
Well, you failed the save, Des, so you unfortunately do not get to do that unless you want to try again. But at this point, what's going to happen is you're trying to. So imagine you're standing up in a moving bus, and you're trying. It's moving. It's just bouncing all around. You lose your ground, even though you're very dexterous. You lose your ground. The medicine bag, all its contents go flying out, and it only gets hit by a needle. You fall between. You get thrust back. And fall right in between Fenris and Rhea, clutching their hands by accident. And you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, Des. And there's medical supplies all over.
Judgment.
Ow!
Can I catch one of the things that flies by? Can I try to?
Sure. Give me either, if you want to catch, it's going to be Dex.
Is it a disadvantage?
It's not, no.
Okay.
You're so strong.
8.
8, you do not catch anything. Rather, gauze and bandages just plaster your face, and until you take 1 point of piercing damage from a syringe needle.
Can I try to pull the needle out?
Sure. You don't need. You just pull it out.
Okay, it doesn't like accidentally hit a bump and
No, I think you've already stabilized yourself with the roll, so you're fine. It comes
Okay.
out.
I start shouting over everyone. I suggest that perhaps we all stop trying to move. It's clearly not working.
And I'm just sitting between
my mouth.
I'm just sitting between Fenris and Rhea and say, yeah, I'm just gonna stay right here next to these very large, muscly, awesome women right here.
I will take whatever arm I'm not holding onto something with, and like Rhea and I will each throw an arm around her, one around like her torso and one around her legs, so she can't move.
Okay, so you have advantage.
Awesome.
You have advantage, Des. Good.
Wow.
At one point, you hear the motor begin to sputter. Well, really, the soul begin to stop screeching, and the car stops.
We ran out of gas. Do you have any soul coins? Oh wait, yeah, it's only like 1,000. There's one.
Did we stop on purpose? Or why did we stop?
He points to the engine. I
grab a coin out and I like flick it to 4.
Yeah, he catches it, puts it in, engine starts back up.
You toss him a coin.
To your artificer?
I toss a coin to my artificer.
All right. He begins the engine of plenty, and you head off again.
I'm just sitting awkwardly in between Fenris and Rhea. How's married life going?
So far, not much different than normal life. With the running and the screaming and the death-defying quest, but we have hopes for nice honeymoon. Kind of flip Ray and I just kind of look at each other and just kind of shrug.
And Ray actually looks over to you when you say that, Fenris, and she says, "My love, where would you like to honeymoon?"
I have not been much else outside of Barovia. So the world is like open oyster now. Perhaps you know of good places.
Hey Fenris, did you know that Barovia is ruled by Strahd? Did you know that?
Yes.
That's so funny. I had no idea.
That's actually a common misconception. It's Ruly McRulerface. I heard that somewhere.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm over here spreading lies about it then.
He's very, let's just say oppressive.
Listen, I think that Barovia is very comfortable place. As the old Barovian saying, Barovia, when you're here, you're family.
Absolutely. That is true, but it would be nice not to be running so much from the government as it collapses in on itself.
And it's because your family when they're there, because most people are vampires, because they've been turned into succubi by Ruly McRulerface. So it makes sense.
So you spend lots of time in caves and hiding underground. It's not fantastic.
Essentially.
I have a question.
Up to the sound of words.
Yes. What?
Will the expression be Barovia when you're here? You're like Barosvias? No? Isn't that better?
And Rhea says, I'd prefer the ocean.
I think that is good bet.
Okay, the car putters on. Yes, you could have gotten up, but it's okay. It's fine.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay, it's fun to be awkward sometimes. All right.
I'm just gonna sit between them.
Good. You're making it through the mountain pass. Again, it's treacherous and bumpy, but 4 seems to be navigating it fine. And as you finally are almost in sight through any of Slate here, you can see the wrecked remains of a flying fortress. I'll bring up a picture in just a moment. This dark infernal metal sort of flying machine. It holds almost like an army worth of devils. And you're maneuvering through this pass, Suddenly you hear some engines turn on. Vroom. And as if camouflaged or made invisible, war machines with long cylindrical tubes start up to a turbulent roar. And cloud pale sort of exhausts and dirt begins to kick up as they move their way towards you. At the same time, you hear the churning of stone. And a sudden crash as a giant war machine, I mean giant, with an enormous sort of cutting drill in the front, crashes through the side of the mountain and races towards you.
Ah!
So,
I'm going to see this immediately as I'm looking out the window. If we all see this and kind of see this thing come out of the side of the window or the side of the mountain, I'm going to cast Armor of Agathes on myself as I'm sitting between. So probably some flecks of ice are going to touch Fenris and Rhea, and as I cast that over myself.
all right. And as you see there, it quickly catches up to you again. This doesn't sound like the sound of a normal infernal engine. In fact, it sounds like a turbine, almost like something like jet powered, if that were a thing. And this giant war machine behind you, somebody steps up onto a front like a position behind a sort of glass, and has a loudspeaker of sorts, like a magical loudspeaker, a weird infernal contraption on his mouth. And it looks like a green-skinned, half-undead elf of some kind with a crooked sort of painted grin on his face. And he says,
The Joker.
"This is Smiler the Defiler, the one true warlord of Avernus. Zariel has paid us well to stop anyone from getting to the wreckage. And that includes you!"
I've got this. I'm going to, is there a hatch in the ceiling to the
Yeah, there
outside? Okay, I'm going to grab the Dusk Crusher and climb up to the roof, and I'm going to use an action to cast Sunbeam.
All right, since everybody's prepping up and gearing up, we're gonna roll initiative. And as Fenris's
And I'll shift
Sunbeam.
it out too.
I'm sorry?
Can the roof support me shifted as I get bigger?
Oh yeah, definitely, it can. So
Oh,
she
if
climbs up, excellent. And just not even paying attention to this person touting himself as a warlord, another warlord of Avernus, true one, fires up a sunbeam, which hits the war machine behind you, deviating it off its path, and now we begin. Now, I'm gonna take 4's place here and move the war machine, and the idea is to get out of here unless you want to be drilled. So, initiative, start from the top. Judgment,
I roll a total of 3.
3, okay.
Mandatory if you want to take mine.
Which is,
15 if you want to take mine.
Obviously.
okay. Fenris,
13.
13. All right, Fenris is 13. Des.
17.
All right, Des is 17. Sovereignty,
5.
5. All right, the Tormentors are actually going to go first with 4. And
Mambo.
Yes,
Mambo actually has a 16.
excellent. So he'll go right before you. All right, so the order's going to be, and a few other things you notice in the battlefield, let me expand it here. Of course, all these other sort of, that were invisible or cloaked, if you will, war machines, which have, just like yours, harpoons on them, and a few people, and they seem to be rushing right towards you very quickly as the engine sort of screams as it does. There's also some, it looks like catapults set up here by rocks further down that are beginning to gear up to shoot at you as well. And you'll be heading towards what looks like the chasm right before you get to the where the flying fortress wrecked down. So, all right, the order's going to be 4 will go first, and then Des, and then Mambo, and then we have the war machines, the Anatoly and Judgment combo, The catapults are after you two. Fenris, Sovereignty, and finally the big giant drill war machine that's been chasing you that Fenris deviated in its course will go last.
I'm assuming that these squares are 10 apiece.
They're 5 apiece.
They are 5 apiece. Okay.
They're 5 apiece.
Is the goal right now that we're trying to go like get out of here? Where are
Correct.
we
So
driving?
4 is going to maneuver to get to this exit right here, which
Got
is
it, okay. Yeah.
which is there. So unless you want to tell me to do something differently, unless you want to stay and fight, your choice. At the moment, he's going to drive towards that.
Okay. I think it's fine that if we try to get out of Dodge, right? Team?
I'd say it's worth trying.
Yeah, it's worth trying, and then if we have to stop, we could fight. I
Okay.
guess.
And you do have access to your Devil's Rides as well if you'd like to take those. Up to you. Otherwise, you can get on top of the Tormentor. Judgment, you do have all your undead as well on the top of the Tormentor. So we'll begin as they howl forward. Your War Machine, since you saw everybody coming, rushes forward. Ford just hits the gas, rushes forward, and as he does, he'll get the raking sights out and crash through these other War Machines, sending them veering off and plowing right through them. Unfortunately, there's a river of lava there. He's going to stop right in front of it. So unless somebody can do something to get to the river of lava, 4 is currently paused there. So it's going to be Des. You're up.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, to get over the river of lava. Man.
That'll be when 4's turn starts next.
How much does the Tormentor weigh?
Probably 10,000 pounds.
Just kidding. Okay, that's not gonna work then. Ha.
And then Mambo's next, and then Anatolian Judgment.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do then is cast. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Okay, so from where I'm at, then pretty much right in front of the big drill and those 2 smaller cars.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting there. I kind of get up between Fenris and Rhea, and climb up. Or well, Fenris is up there, so I'm gonna join Fenris up there at the hatch, and I'm going to cast Wall of Fire. So it's gonna make a wall of fire basically right in front of those 3 vehicles.
Des, you know that your War Machine is immune to fire, as are most things in hell. So it would maybe obscure their vision, but it wouldn't do any damage. So it depends what you're looking for.
Oh, just kidding.
No, please feel free to do it.
No. I changed my mind then. I absolutely changed my mind. So, no problem. The same idea will still occur though. So what I'm gonna do instead is actually I'm gonna cast it here.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast them. So I'm gonna build a wall. Instead, I'm gonna cast Wind Wall.
Ah, fancy.
So
okay.
as I'm up there standing next to Fenris, I'm gonna bust out my my gold lyre.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to pluck out a couple of righteous notes. And then on the final, the whammy bar hit, it's going to cast a wind wall basically all across there. It's going to be 50 feet long, 15 feet high, and 1 foot thick.
All right, so you see a whirlwind begin where you...
I guess I have to roll if it hits.
In tune with your music, it lasts up to 1 minute concentration. In tune with your music, the wind sort of accompanies you as a wind instrument, and begins to spread over as creating a wall of wind. A visible wind that picks up any sort of loose debris on the way in front of it, obscuring the vision and obscuring the path a bit as well. So they'll have to take some bludgeoning damage, I think, on their way through.
Yeah, it's 3d8 bludgeoning damage on a failed save of a strength save.
All right.
So that's my, we see the wind wall creating kind of around that area. And I think then for my, it's so concentration. Concentration. I think that's, feel like that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. And then I'm gonna go back down inside the Tormentor, so I'm not in view anymore.
All right, good, because the catapults are gearing up. So, Mambo.
Mambo is manning one of the harpoon launchers.
Okay.
He's going to fire on one of those catapults.
Okay, very good. Which one? Your choice. The ones in the north or south? Okay, got it. So Mambo quickly jumps into the mobile turret and moves it over and fires the harpoon.
Now, my question is, Mambo can actually do 2 attacks in 1 action. Can he do it with this harpoon launcher?
It would no, because it needs time to sort of pull back like the harpoon as if it were like almost crossbow and then reload it. But he could use his movement to get to the other harpoon launcher and fire that, I guess.
That would not be the same action, so he couldn't do it.
Oh, that's right. So just the one.
It has to be the same action.
Got it.
Right, he rolled a 26 to hit.
That's a hit. Roll damage. As the harpoon goes, shoots off in the distance, that electric energy sort of pulses behind it in its firing arc, and
26 points of damage.
All right, it hits straight onto the catapults, exploding it, and really whatever charges were there. It looks like to you, Judgment, they're wrapping like imps up in explosives, and the harpoon sort of detonates all that in a huge explosion. Just destroys this catapult.
Fantastic.
Is that all for Mambo?
That's it.
Okay, either you or Anatoly are next.
Can I hop up?
Be my guest.
Can I hop on one of the Devil's rides?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, I'll hop on a Devil's ride and I will move. Is there a way I can get across on those rocks kind of in the middle there?
You can. You'll have to do like a driving dex save. It's possible. It's gonna be tough.
Hey, maybe you should have let me go first.
Do you want to switch it? You want to ready your action?
Go first.
Okay, ready your action. Let Judgment go first then.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go up on the canopy,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Ice Storm over the lava river.
All right. That's actually really smart. What's the range on it? Like, what's the width? Is it like 20 by?
It is a 20-foot radius.
10, 15. Oh, okay. Wait. Where would you like to cast it? Because theoretically, you could hit the catapult as well if you'd like. If you cast it, say, here in the middle. Otherwise, you can cast it further down towards the one in the south.
I'd rather give us a straight line across and not have to turn.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. You would cast it right here, and it could encompass all the lava river here as well as hit both these catapults.
Fantastic.
All right, so is it a save for that one?
It's a dex saving throw.
Okay.
The catapult can make one of those.
No, because it cannot move, so we just take the full damage then.
Okay, then.
All right, you summon, so you get up on the deck, very, gingerly looking around just in case, and begin to summon your ice storm in the middle of hell. You have a snowball's chance in hell, but it works. And ice and snow goes down, manifests a path over the lava. It doesn't seem like it's going to be there for very long, but it's sustaining for now.
All right, so they take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then 17 points of ice damage. Cold.
All right. It hits everything and disrupts the catapults, but what you hit and kill, there's like some imps manning it. You take some out, but they come back to it. It doesn't seem to have caused a ripple effect explosion like the thunder did before. So they are heavily damaged, but still working, maybe with worse accuracy. All right. So anything else? Bonus action?
No, I'm probably gonna need those. So
Okay. So then, Anatoly, you're up. Now, so he created sort of a very tenuous bridge of ice and snow over on top of this lava. It's magical, so it holds for a little bit.
Okay, so I've hopped onto my Devil's Ride. I'm gonna ramp over the ice.
All right, you open up a little bit the back, enough for you to, and you jump out with it doing a big wheelie, hit the ground, turn and ramp up over the ice. And so you're going southeast here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, can I go northeast?
Yes, you have plenty of movement anyway with the motorcycle, so.
Okay, so as far as I can go northeast.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, where do you want to go? What would you like to try?
Moving closer to these, sorry. Shit, I don't have my annotate on.
You want to make it to the catapult? Wait, are you ignoring?
No, to the War Machine south.
To the War Machine south. So these right here?
Those, yeah.
Okay. You can probably make them, so if you jump out 5, 10, 15, you can make it to here unless you use Demon Ichor, then you can make it probably the whole way.
No, that's okay. There's fine.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ramp over, head over there, and then I'm gonna look behind me, and I'm gonna cast Wall of Light, starting at the top catapult, and it should make it 60 all the way down to the last one.
Wall of Light. All right, so you're gonna make it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50. Yeah, it'll basically hit all, yes. All three catapult.
So I'm gonna cast Wall of Light, 6 feet long, it's 10 feet high and 5 feet thick. Blocks what?
Sorry, will the War Machine be able to go through it?
Yes, it blocks line of sight, but creatures and objects can pass through it. When the Wall of Light appears, each creature in the area must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so I'll do it for the War Machines, which is for the catapults. So these two do not make it. So as your shimmering wall of bright light appears and encompasses the whole front of this path, sort of, if you're looking that way, it blinds you for a moment and you're able to blink through it, but you still have sort of residual blinky dudes in your vision.
By the light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll. Can I reroll damage or no?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna use inspiration.
It looks really good, Anatoly. You just copied what I did, but it's fine.
So that is 22.
22
points of radiant damage. Or half as much if.
Yep. So fissures below this whole sort of swath here, fissures open, cutting through, and light energy bursts up forward like a wall of shimmering light. And these two catapults are cut in half by the light and are destroyed. This one, however, survives, but are blinded.
Is it it wouldn't be weak to radiant damage, right?
No, it's just a structure.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, cool.
Okay, bonus action.
Bonus action. I would love to do my Hexblade Curse, but I have no creatures, only objects in front of me.
There's creatures on top of these war machines, but it's really hard for you to just identify one on there in between all the metal and.
Yeah, nah.
Okay.
So I think I am done then.
All right. That's it. After this, we have the catapults, and I think I should miss the war machines. That's okay. I'll do them now. So the catapult, this one, what you see is in the catapult sort of winding. You see like 3 or 4 imps sort of winding a wheel, and they're very imps are very small. So actually, one's like caught as he's circling around on it, and they're loading up an imp who's packed with explosives, and the catapult fires towards the war machine. Because of the light, it is effectively blinded, so it'd be a disadvantage.
Nice.
And misses. So a imp goes and actually falls short, and it goes and explodes in a gory mess of explosions.
Oh
and
no!
As they begin to wind it up again, then the war machines are going to go. So these war machines here rush forward in their jet engines. Unfortunately, as they make it through the wall, they're basically stopped short as they're sort of pushed to the side, they swarm, and then have to, redirect back on course. But they do fire their harpoons at the war machine.
Thor, look out!
Both miss. 4 definitely. He's sort of like Bobby too. He's doing the snake-like or the serpentine patterns, right?
Bob and weave.
Yeah, Bobby weaving. A harpoon and lands and explodes and thunderous energy to your left and right, almost like like imagine like a battlefield, just explosions going off everywhere. These 2 turn and are going to 2 things. First, they're going to ram the war machine. So they have spikes in the front. Neither
Pay for that. He said they're gonna have to pay for that when we take it back to the auto shop.
Thankfully, yeah, it's neither hit, so they jet forward, and if they hit, it's just a dull thunk as they hit it like a bad angle. And what happens though is 2, 1 from each, green huge barbed devils jump off from these war machines and jump on top of your Tormentor. So they are next to you, Fenris, right now. So 2 heaving green devils, they're just filled with like barbs, and they're huge claws, sort of gauntlets. They're like fingernails, but they're black, and they begin sort of just tearing into the war machine, but ignoring you as they try to rip their way inside. Okay, and that's those war machines. So, Anatoly, these 2 war machines race towards you. 2 harpoons. Well, sorry, 1 harpoon fires towards their tormentor. The one fires at you. Whoopsies. All right, the 4 is just too expertly dodging out of the way, so no one can pinpoint him there on the war machine. So the tormentor gets missed. Anatoly, you get hit by one of the thunder explosion. Doesn't hit you.
It hit me?
What do you mean?
Damn, that's.
No, it hits your war machine.
Oh, it hits my war machine.
It's your war machine, yeah.
Gotcha.
You have the hit points on the war machine? Huh?
Wait, do you mean the war machine or the Devil's Ride?
Sorry, the Devil's Ride. I just assumed, the Devil's Ride. I apologize.
As a 21 AC.
Yes, I know.
Okay, cool.
You have the hit points on it?
I don't think it's lost any. I think we healed it, right?
Yeah, you're full. It's full.
It's 290 then?
Correct, because you all spent soul points to improve the plating. Yeah. So a thunderous explosion goes off next to it. It takes 39 points of thunder damage. As it crackles and you have to sort of veer off a little bit to avoid it. At the same time, these other 2 war machines sort of gore towards you. 1 tries to ram through, right through you. So you see it approach. It's much bigger than your bike, and you dodge. So it just sort of it has a straight on line, and you veer off to the side, kicking off dust, and you avoid that one as it goes through you. And the other one's focused, this one seems to be focused on the Tormentor, but one of those creatures, same one that jumped on the Tormentor, attempts to jump on your bike. And does so successfully. So you have a devil. So a devil jumps off, leaps almost expertly. As it does, it flies through the air and lands almost literally in your back seat and begins and sort of like takes its claws and tears at you. The first claw misses as you sort of juke the bike over and causes him to miss. His second claw attack hits as a critical, Anatoly.
No crits against me.
Oh, that's right, because of the adamantine armor. Very good.
Nice.
All right, so the claw goes in. Right, it digs deep into your side. You're gonna take. There's no crit, so that's 25 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
All right, and also 3 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, so here's a question about where do these guys count as
They're devils.
they're devils, so they're not like undead, right?
No.
Wait. I thought that there was something that I might have that would help with necrotic damage because of the new I must be wrong. Okay, cool. So how many necrotic again was it? Sorry.
Only 3. I rolled
Okay.
very poorly. And so you have another passenger in a motorcycle now on your Devil's Ride, Anatoly.
Okay.
All right, these other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 1, 2, 8. Okay, other more machines move forward as well. Oh, this one does too, but cannot reach. So stops there because of Death's wind wall.
They end in the area of the wall. They will take 48 radiant damage.
Oh, that's right. So these are going. No one's gone through that yet. So you cast it basically. I wish I had that fire thing you did for roll 20. I need to get that.
Yeah.
All right, 2 more
Is it
are
like
coming at
here?
you. Another miss.
Yeah. That's basically where it is. Yeah.
I have missed every single. Wow. So
Then
it's
put
just
this dice in the dice jail.
imagine a stereotypical war movie where you see just explosions happening all around the main characters, all missing.
Actually, everything that's being done right now is they're all stormtroopers, and I just miss everything.
I cannot believe I missed like 7 harpoons in a row. And you
Wow.
see the other 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 move forward as well, but they do not fire. Looks like they're prepping something. These other war machines down here. And that's all. So Fenris, you're up. And there's 2 devils, huge devils right next to you trying to claw their way in.
Okay, they are they right next to each other?
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, they're taking their huge claws and like just ripping through the infernal iron on the top of the war machine, doing substantial damage to it and trying to make their way in.
I think I'm going to actually use the one spell that I have and try to hit them both with the Dragon's Breath. I'm gonna cast it as a level 2 spell.
Okay. What elements?
I think I will use
Not fire.
Not fire.
Nice.
probably ice. I think that will probably take the most.
Okay. And is that a save for the Dragon's Breath?
That was what I was trying to
I
figure
think
out.
it's like, it's basically cone of, it's basically, oh shit.
I just had it.
Yeah, they have to make a dexterity saving throw actually for
Yeah.
it. So you spelled the save you see for your blood magic there.
Each creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw, taking 3d6 damage of the chosen type on a failed save, half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay, and you can keep doing it for 1 minute as your bonus action, I think. So you can keep throwing out that breath as much as you want instead of your bite attack.
Nice.
So, okay, let's do this. Wow. Okay, so neither make the save, so you'll do full damage. Go ahead and roll your, well, if you're doing it a level higher, 46. So Fenris,
Yes, your breath smells really good.
because as you say that, Des,
11 is the damage.
okay, Fenris does have to eat this hot pepper, I think, or something. So
Yeah.
she douses hot pepper, and quickly she just erupts in dragon's fire, so almost unconsciously, and it takes over the top of the Tormentor. And actually, because one rolled a 1, it gets pushed off of the Tormentor as sort of gets hit by this dragon breath and gets shoved off, and it gets rolled over by the Tormentor. It's like crunch over it. But the other one takes the damage and continues, and then looks at you, Fenris.
And then I'm going after it with my hammers.
Oh, that's right. It's a bonus action for that spell. Yeah, definitely. You can still do your multi attacks.
Yeah,
That's
so I
amazing.
go after it with my hammer.
Wait a minute. No, she can't. Because she
It is
can't.
bonus action.
No. But you can't take bonus attack if you cast a spell, right?
No, she's using her attack and using the spell as a bonus action.
The spell is the bonus action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I called it. Yeah, I'm gonna go after it with my hammer. 27 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
And then 22 for the damage.
Okay. Now, is that some of that radiant?
Um,
I think some of it is. If I'm wrong, the Dust Crusher. Does it do an extra like 1d8 radiant, I think?
I am not entirely certain.
All right, let's double check here. And undead, okay, so, if it's undead, it do an extra 1d8, so normally it does not.
Okay.
Okay, so you're fine, yeah, okay.
So, and then I will take my second attack with the hammer.
Okay.
A 23 to hit,
That's also a hit.
and 19 for the damage.
All right, 19 for the damage, wow. So it wasn't pain. So it got hit by the dragon's breath and it's already disoriented, and you come in with your hammer, two-handed in your werewolf form with intense power, and sort of first time come down and hit it. That's right. The first one sort of knocks his head down. There's a huge gaping sort of wound in his head, and then you come out and like you just showed like an uppercut, bam, and hit him right in his head. It was already down, and he sort of you break his jaw, and he goes flying off the war machine, and he's no longer attacking the war machine.
Damn.
Yeah. Nice job, Fenris. So that's anything else? I think you're done, Fenris, right?
Yes, I believe.
Okay. Sovereignty, you're up.
Wait. Am I at a point where I can see those fools up top?
They're both out of there. Fenris took care of both of them.
Sorry, I should directionally north. Those 3 that catapult and those 2,
Oh, these? Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely see all 3. Yeah, they're about 5, 10, 15, 20, 40 feet away.
Great. I pull out Gary, and I say, hey, Shamlet, why don't you destiny those 3 guys up north? And I'd like to cast Fireball.
All right. He casts Fireball. He says, kid, I'll do you one better. Augment magic. What element would you like this to be?
Oh. Whatever one's strong against fire type.
Anything but fire. So you can do the typical elements, probably like ice, I guess, if you want to.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Ice ball? What the hell?
Yeah, there's I think sorcerers get it, like the augment magic or whatever. They can change the element.
I'm just trying to imagine it.
So
it's
just
a big
like-
snowball.
it's like-
She just starts a snowball fight.
Yeah, it's like a giant snowball with like points of glass, like icicle glass, come off.
I love it. And they manifest sort of up in the ether, and this is a one giant fireball that manifests as you put your shield up. It sort of resonates in power and then creates it and comes down and shatters into thousands, millions of pieces of ice. And all right, roll damage for me. Just fireball damage.
Oh, great. I've actually never, 8d6. Did it fail the save?
Oh, that's the thing. So this catapult would not make the save. The war machines, go ahead, just roll your damage, and I'll do the save.
Yes. 27. Plus 3 from Gary.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so 30 points of ice damage as these ice balls come down, shattering and absolutely enveloping that catapult and heavily damaging these war machines, as well as you see sort of shards of ice have impacted and broken through most of the outer protective casing of these vehicles. They're very flimsy, but they're fast. And you've actually hit some of their engines, so the turbine seems to slow down.
Nice.
Okay.
I have a bonus action as well.
Yep.
I would like to cast Spiritual Weapon over one of the ones I just hit. Actually, no, one of the ones that's attacking the motorcycle.
All right, go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon, and that just attacks. You create the floating spectral weapon.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then I think I can attack with it on the turn that I
Yeah,
summon
you
it.
can.
Okay,
So
great.
who are you attacking? The devil that's on Anatoli's back right now? Or
Oh, yeah, that's even better. Let's do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. So Anatoly, you see a weapon manifest itself out of sort of, it's radiant, right? Because it's a cleric spell. I'm not sure. Oh, it's force weapon next to you and begins to chop at this devil who's your backseat driver at the moment.
Do I add my normal attack bonus to it?
Yeah, to hit, yes.
Okay, that's a 15 to hit.
Okay, that hits. Oh, total 15? Yes, no. Your total is 15? Okay, that would be a miss, unless you want to use this, right?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
That's worse. Okay.
All right, Anatoly, unfortunately, the sword, or whatever it looked like, spectral weapon, it was going to support you. You guys are just moving too fast, and by the time the sword goes down trying to hit the devil, you're already long gone, and it just slices there.
Gotcha.
Okay, and that's everybody, right?
I believe so.
Yep, we're back at the top with 4, who now has a clear path in front of him.
Not to be that
Oh,
guy, but you
yeah.
did say the drill went after sovereignty.
The drill, that's what I have written here, and that's what goes next, obviously. Thank you. The drill, after being hit by the Dust Crusher Sunbeam, finally is able to right itself, and it's slow and ponderous, but moves And because it's just going to crush forward, the wind does not stop it, but crushes forward through the other war machine.
Thank you.
And just one objective to try to get to you, and moves. Yep, that's as far as it moves. Its drill is good. I mean, if you stop, it'll just drill right through the war machine. So 4 goes next. Pedal the metal, rushes over this
across
bridge.
that bridge. Go.
Which, as he does, the immense sheer weight of the war machine causes the ice below to crack, and barely makes it through as the whole bridge sort of sunders.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it to here, and you can see you're almost there to the, it looks like a ledge of some kind, but you have to deal with that later. So 4 is done, and Des, you're up.
Oh gosh. Okay, I have a smart idea and then a really dumb idea.
Okay.
So how far, if I hop on one of the motorcycles, can I go and then run away?
And run away, so move 60.
If I use like the demonicker.
With the demonicker, and move 80, so 40 divided by 5, 8 blocks forward, 8 blocks back, if you will.
I can't cross that river of lava anymore.
You can, no, it's basically broken at this point. You can try to do something fancy, like jump off a ramp or something, or try to do good.
Well, my second idea was, yeah, I might, well, okay, so the idea that I really want to do, and I don't know if it's even possible, I still have, and I really want to use them, that bag of magical beans, and I really want to go plant one in front of the big war machine that's chasing
Go for
us.
it. You can use it as an item interaction, so it wouldn't even take your action or bonus action to use.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait, unless it says planting the bean is an action.
Well,
Oh,
I have to plant the bean in soil. So that's an
you
action.
can't just like toss it? Is that not a thing?
If I toss it, then it does fire damage, it explodes. But if I plant it, then the magical properties occur.
You have to plant it. Yeah, that would take your whole action then.
Okay, which is why I was like, if I ride up in my motorcycle, I'm gonna do it. Okay, so I'm gonna run down really quickly. I'm gonna hop on one of the motorcycles.
Okay, I need you to roll me a d20 in case the demon ichor does not work and seizes your engine. On a 1.
Okay. That is a 17.
That's not a 1. So the engine, like super powered,
Oh.
and it sounds like a Harley. And you sort of get up and you jump off you jump on the motorcycle.
And I jump on the motorcycle and I'm gonna turn over my shoulder and say, "Bye, Sovereignty, I'll be back."
Okay.
And I'm gonna ride all the way up. If I'm gonna,
All right.
gonna ramp off across the wall.
I need you can give me a dex saving throw, but you can add your proficiency to it if you want.
For dexterity. Okay, yes, I can do that. Ooh, that is a 20.
Natural 20?
No, a non-natural.
Oh, okay, a dirty 20. All right.
It's a dirty.
You find just remnants of ice and snow, almost like a ramp. You know, when you're a kid and you're sledding down, you jump off a ramp. So you just jump full speed with the motorcycle, devil may care, pun intended, and ramp off the remaining snow there, and the motorcycle sort of twirls sideways as you do, and you catch the ground, and you're right in front of the war machines.
Okay, right in front of the war machines. I'm going to very quickly hop off right next to the motorcycle. I have 3 beans left. I have 6 beans left. I'm gonna bury 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna get off really quickly. I'm gonna plant 3 beans. I'm going to take whatever water I have in my rations and water them a little bit and say, "Grow, little babies, grow." And I'm gonna hop back on my motorcycle.
Oh my God! All right, Jess. So
And I'm gonna literally hop on the motorcycle and ride away literally as fucking quickly as possible.
I need you to give me another dex with proficiency. See if you make it or fall into this river of lava.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so that is a with 18.
8. All right, that's enough.
I promise it was a 10 plus 8.
You make it back to the Tormentor, safe and sound somehow. After you just stop, and when you stop and get off the Devil's Ride, you see in front of you like a giant drill just coming at you, and you're just quickly just sort of planting, scraping up the ground, plant the seed and get the hell out. So okay, I have to roll this. And how many seeds did you plant?
I planted 3 beans.
3 beans. Okay.
They're all going to turn into gold, and you're going to make the enemies rich.
Okay, so
We have 3 different things. So I'm gonna roll back to the club, and
Quit-
I roll my.
they seemingly infused by the deliciously necrotic energy of Avernus's ground, these beans
Yes,
sprout.
of necrotic soil.
The first one that sprouts is a fruit tree. So it's a fruit tree with exactly 30 pieces of fruit. Sprouts up, just a nice, and there's no leaf. The leaves are all sort of decayed and decrepit. It's all black. This fruit tree.
Guys, look! I created life.
You did? All right.
I gave them dinner. Look how nice I am and considerate. They look hungry. It's a fruit tree.
All right. Okay. So the second one, Des, that comes up is a treant, a giant, chaotic, evil tree creature. Like imagine like the ants from Lord of the Rings. That suddenly it begins to grow and grow.
That's fucking amazing.
Suddenly like Groot
Use
grows,
your, and I call out the window. Use your hands.
and the treant sort of like roars in a sort of a Sylvan language, like. And I don't know. Here's a treant. Here's a treant. It begins to grow, and it's in the path of this drill, and it just suddenly starts lashing out around it in a fury. And so it'll. Wow. Okay. So now we have a treant.
No, my pretty.
Oh my God. All right. So a treant just happened,
Earth proud.
and then finally. What? Okay. So
DM says what?
next to this treant, an animated immobile statue in your likeness, Des, rises up.
I'm self-centered. I say that out loud. I say I'm so pretty, and it makes a glorious death statue appears with flourishing white hair,
Okay.
and she's holding a skull.
All right, but Des, the statue, it makes verbal threats against you.
Against me?
Yes, against you. So it begins quoting Shamlet to you. I don't know what's happening here. And so now the statue exists. If you're on the same plane of existence as the statue, it knows where you are. Okay, and it describes you as the most.
To be or not to be, yes.
It describes you as the most heinous of villains and directs all newcomers to find and attack you.
I'm fucking rolling.
Okay, so
I hope that statue stays.
so now we have a statue of Des somehow. It's also here, and that's a thing. So
I want to look at the statue and I say, Excelsior cannot be pleased with you.
the statue says, "You suck!" And that's what happened on Des's turn.
The evil tree doesn't do anything?
Oh, the evil
Like
tree is
a
starting to lash. It just lashes out anything around it, so it's attacking these other war machines next to it.
Oh, amazing. Yes, my pretty. Yes, use your roots. Dig deep into the earth. Find your
What does the
home.
fruit tree do?
Oh my God! Fruit tree. I don't know. What do trees do?
It's just hanging out.
They produce fruit.
It produces fruit.
Well, it produces fruit, and since because it's an Avernus, and Avernus living things don't exist, it just says, "Help me," and then begins to decay. So,
I turn to the rest of the group and I say, "This statue I made in the likeness. Feel free to pray to it whenever you want."
and the statue says, "Death is the worst. Kill her.
That's slander.
Her poetry sucks. She doesn't even know Shamlet. What a disgrace to the Bardic religion. Go back to Bardic school."
Wait, no, new episode title, That's a Good Sword and the Bitchy Death Statue.
No. You're
Oh.
honest because you got a bad review in Shamlet, Death statue. It's from Avernus. That's my turn. No, I have a bonus action.
Are you done? Is that your whole turn?
bonus action, don't I?
Okay, use your bonus action.
What?
I'm gonna say that's probably a lot. That's probably a lot.
What?
That's probably
Fine.
a good guess. So we use your bonus action.
Sovereignty, I planted that fruit tree for you. I'm sorry it decayed though.
It was beautiful while it lasted.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
The statue's kind of a bummer though.
Alright. The statue says, "Sovereignty, she loves you, but kill her." And I mean, it has to say newcomer to find and attack you. So, all right, that is Des's turn. Now we have the war machines. The war machines actually go before Mambo. So the war machines are being assaulted by this treant. The treant grabs this war machine here and just crushes
Chuck it into the fire.
What? Yeah. Okay, tosses it into the fire. All right.
Toss it into the fire.
Into the fire. Okay, it gets tossed in like a particular ring. And then this other war machine sort of gets out of the way, but it's been slashed a couple times by the treant and tries to make this jump and just goes and bubbles into the river of lava.
Yay!
All the devils try to jump out. The other
Just did a thing.
All right. The other two war machines make it across. The drill's going last. So, all right. What do we have then? Okay, the devil on your shoulder, Anatoly, attacks you.
Wait,
What?
how did he go before I do?
He goes to the war machines.
But didn't he go with the other group of war machines?
Yeah, they all went together, but I got their initiative wrong. Maybe I should do the initiative like.
Oh, so this bitch attacks me again? Fine. Okay.
All right. Well, I'll put him where I put him last time, which was after Fenrir. So.
No, it's fine. I can take it. I can take it.
All right. So one hits and the other does not. First hit was a 29 and the second one was a 20.
Okay.
All right. So the first claw goes in. 11, 23 points of slashing damage.
23.
Yes. And the necrotic is okay. Necrotic is going to be 17. So 40 points total.
Oh shit.
All right. As he's just there. He's slashing at your back. And you're trying to do your best to use your Devil's Ride to shake him off, but he's not coming off. And okay, that's it there. These other war machines don't make it. These two get up next to you again. Try to bash the Tormentor. One does not. It hits. Does not hit, and the other one does. I need everybody to give me a dexterity saving throw. As this war machine at full force with this almost like turbine-like engine slams like T-bones aside and causes it to shudder over.
You guys get +3 if you're near me.
Oh, 26.
26. Okay, Dash, you catch yourself.
14.
14. Okay.
7.
7. Avernus, Anatoly.
19.
19. You're fine, Anatoly.
Oh shit, dex save.
No, sorry, you're not. Oh my gosh, you're not on the tour. I'm sorry. You're not.
What?
Yeah, my bad. Sorry. Okay, Judgment. You get flung off and hit the side of the Tormentor almost as like a crash dummy, and you go shaking. Sovereignty, same for you. Wait, are you on top, Sovereignty, or inside?
If I could cast that spell from inside, I would probably still be inside.
You couldn't have. Well, you can cast it through a slit. Well, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So you both take 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh shit.
As you hit the side and clung. That's it for you two. Okay, this war machine misses. This other one gets, okay, close, but no cigar. This one actually does the same thing. All right, try to bash. Another successful bash. Another dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, wow.
Everybody.
+3s.
+3 from Sovereignty.
20 did. I got the natural 20, so 20.
Nice. First
Okay.
one.
Even though I've fallen off,
What, Judgment?
I fell off, so I'm still making this roll.
Wait, I thought you were inside casting spells.
No,
Where were you exactly?
I said I was on the canopy.
Okay, the first one wasn't, you didn't, in this case, what did you roll? 15. That wasn't enough to get thrown off. But what did you roll this time? Total.
16.
16. Still not enough to get thrown off, based on the chart I have. So you catch yourself every time, just barely, but you hit yourself wherever on the side of the tormentor or the top, but you manage to just barely cling on or use your wings to sort of push yourself a little bit so you can cling on it and jump back on top to the canopy of the war machine. But you're still on. But Sovereignty, what'd you roll?
17.
17. You just barely make it. So Judgment.
Are we doing I'm sorry, we're adding our proficiency to it, yes?
You're doing a dex saving throw, so whatever your dex saving throw is.
Yeah, oh, yes. Okay, sorry. But plus the 3 from this, okay, yeah.
Which is?
I have a 21.
21? Okay, you're fine. Judgment, you take another 8 plus 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jackson, how are you doing up there on the roof? The roof
Terrible.
Okay. Don't you hold down the fort. We'll be up there soon.
Okay, there's the war machines. Then, from 2 of these war machines, shoot, I deleted those guys. I didn't have them. We're gonna have, wait, I need to roll. 3 more barbed demons jump on top of this war machine. From the other war machine. 3 jump on top of your war machine, excuse me, from the other war machines. One is an attack the hull again. It takes damage as it tries to claw its way through, and you hear it rips open part of the hull so you can see in. Whoever's inside the bay, you can see a devil's face sort of. Here's Johnny looking into the bay. The other one attacks you, Fenris, twice.
Oh no.
All right. Both are misses. So the first one comes at you, and so does the second one at the same time. You put up your own claws and stop its claws midair and throw its claws off to the side. It does no damage to you. Judgment, one is attacking you. 18 total. Your AC's 19 now, right? That's my.
Yes, 19.
Yeah. Okay. So the first one misses, and the second one is a 1. So as it tries to swing at you again, you're prone, so it's trying to swing down at you, and it misses in the second attack and veers off with all the force it had and throws itself off the side of the war machine. There's only 2 on top now. Okay, that's all the war machines. So Mambo, and then Anatolian Judgment.
Well, Judgment first.
I think I got skipped.
Fenris, you are 13, so you're after Judgment and Anatolian.
Okay, never mind then.
Yep.
Sorry.
No problem. So Mambo's
All right,
up first. Then.
So many targets to shoot now.
Get them all.
Mambo is going to shoot this one.
Okay,
It's not clicking.
I got it. He veers and has basically he's dead aim accurate, so you can have advantage on this one. This is right in front of you, cannot miss, just about.
Right. So thanks to that, I got a 20.
All right, Mambo critical, so double dice, so whatever, 12d8 or something, I don't even know.
Damage is only 48, so it's gonna be 88.
88, yeah.
Look at us go. So what happens when we get to the cliff, guys? Can I make a perception check if I'm checking? Is there a way to see what's going on?
Oh, you can use your reaction, go ahead, use your perception.
43.
43.
Nice.
Okay, the spear launches out, the Thunder Spear launches out, and because it's so close, it has the full force of impact and just crushes straight through, does not stop the war machine, right through its hull, killing the driver straight up, just piercing through him, and that war machine is no more.
Bye.
Okay, Des, what'd you roll for perception?
Sorry. Yes. Okay. So perception. 14 plus 4. 18.
18?
So yeah, I just shouted out to Judgment, how's he doing, and then I'm gonna check out the window really quickly and see where 4 is driving us to.
You see that, so imagine like this flying fortress is enormous, crashed down and sort of like broke apart the mountain, and all that's around it now in this huge sort of shockwave, and all it's around it's almost, imagine like a castle and around it's like a moat. It's like that. It's just a giant gorge all around it. So
trying to get to the fortress.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, Sideshow Slashers. There's like a big moat between us and getting to the fortress, so I don't know how we're gonna like cross that. Or we all fly over, we leave the Tormentor behind, we just, gun it and hope that we make the jump. If everybody can start using their noodles to figure that out, that would be great.
Okay, that's all you got for a talking reaction. Anybody else want to use a reaction to talk back? If not, Anatolia or Judgment up next.
What's in it? In the moat.
What's in the moat? Give me a perception.
Oh, great. I don't know.
Give like a leather or something that we could like.
I'm sorry?
14.
14. Okay, as you recover from being bashed aside, you look through a slit real quick, and you can see you're coming up quickly to it. As far as you can see, you're not up to the side, but it may as well be an unending gorge, like a Grand Canyon sort of situation.
It's nothing. There's nothing in it.
Do we have any kind of ladder that we could throw over and drive over?
Yeah.
Do we leave the car behind?
All right, Judgment, Anatoly, whoever wants to go first.
Judgment goes first.
Okay, Judgment.
All right, so first things first, I'm going to use my bonus action to command my undead.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Get these fools off of our vehicle. Swarm them.
All right, there's 2 there. Go ahead. Oh, wait. One. Is there 2? Yes, there's 2 left on there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the undead stop playing the guitar. All of them, their cacophony of the guitar, and the fire stops. And they swarm. They sort of like shamble over to the... Which one? The one that's attacking Fenris, Orly, or the other one that was attacking you? Or the other one that attacked the hole, I should say.
I don't want nothing getting inside, so the one that's attacked the hull.
Okay, so it has its face and it's trying to rip through to get inside. Go ahead and it's how much damage? Because there's
currently 7 of them, so it does 30 damage.
30 damage. Okay, the undead begin ripping into the back of this devil, who roars unhappily as these undead are just sort of like gnawing and ripping tearing apart its flesh. And okay, anything else? Doesn't kill it. Don't kill it though.
All right, I'm going to use a 5th level spell slot.
Nice.
Sadly, to cast Sleep on a point centered. 15. Probably about here.
Got it. And the range is...
The range is 20.
Okay. 20. It would hit all 3 war machines here. What's the number of hit points or hit die it can hit?
All right, so I gotta roll a lot of dice now.
Okay, 5d8 plus an extra d8 for each... Oh, plus extra 2d8, so... Yeah. So 4, 8d8... Yeah, so it's 13d8.
Give me a moment here.
So doesn't... he's already on the deck of the Tormentor and begins to cast a lullaby of sorts that roils over these 3 war machines in like a mystical dust or powder that all of the devils there begin to inhale.
All right, it starts with 63 hit points.
Okay, I'm gonna roll at random then.
Starts with the person with the lowest hit points.
Oh, I see. And then goes to the next person.
Yeah,
Right.
if there's enough left over.
All right, so that's gonna be, unfortunately, it would just be 2 drivers.
That's more than enough.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll at random here. That one. Okay. So these 2 war machines, the driver is literally asleep at the wheel. Both the drivers asleep at the wheel. So we'll see what happens with them, if anything. Okay, so those 2. Other actions, Judgment?
Get up from being prone.
Okay, you can use half your movement. You can use the other half to get inside or secure yourself or whatever.
No, I'm not gonna keep getting out and getting in and getting out. So I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. Anatoly, you're up.
Okay, I am going to do several things. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Hexblade Curse on this devil who's on my motorbike. My next thing is the devil on the front of the motorbike or the back of the motorbike.
He's right behind you. He's like straddling you.
Okay.
He's
So
holding on
what I'm
tight.
going to do is I'm going to lean backwards. I'm gonna ramp up and put on the brakes, and then I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna kind of turn the bike a little bit to the side, and then I'm gonna take my cone out and I'm gonna say, "Get out of here!" And I'm gonna take my hand and I'm gonna just like blast a cone of cold towards him and the two like
The Dementors.
far back as it'll go.
So what's the range? 30 feet on the cone of cold?
60-foot cone.
Oh, 60 foot cone. 5, 10, 15. You can hit basically all of them.
Okay, so the point, like the center of the cone is focused on the devil, and then it goes all the way back towards all of them.
Okay, so the first thing to do before any of this happens is obviously dex saving throw to see if this maneuver, you pull it off successfully or fall off the bike.
Can you imagine if he fell off the bike?
Shit.
Get out of here, he says, and he falls off.
Get out of here! Ah!
I will be using my inspiration. That is a dex saving throw. Did you say save or? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 19.
Okay, that's enough to pull off your shenanigans, which you do. Because of the cone of cold, I'm going to give the devil disadvantage. And because of that, even though I rolled a 20, that was not a 20. You push him off as you push him off the foot with the cone of cold that fires off, icicle daggers basically throughout the whole battlefield here, pushing him off as well. And he rolls and hits a rock partway out of your vehicle. So, what's your damage?
That is a total of.
I'm doing the Constitution saving throws on all the vehicles.
The statue just screams, "Death sucks! All hail Prince Anatoly!"
That is 23 points of cold damage.
Okay, so you engulf all the war machines with this blast of cold air, right? And they become sort of frozen over, and you hear the turbines slow down, so they'll be half movement.
Was that enough to do damage to the to kill the devil?
The devil's basically out of commission as he fell out and sort of just rolled because he was moving really fast and hit a rock, and he's probably knocked out.
No, but the cone of cold hit him too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to know if he dies? No.
I'm trying to figure out if he died because I would get hit points back.
How much was the cone of cold?
23.
I'm going to roll for his bludgeoning damage here. Yes, by 1. He does die. So he hits it, cracks his skull, and he's done.
Sweet. I get some hit points back.
You say to him as he dies, "Thanks, sweet, thanks."
I grow stronger from your pain.
You absorb its essence through the Hexblade Curse.
Yes.
Invigorating you. And that's it. Judgment. Okay. Catapults are down. So Fenris, you're up. There's a heavily wounded devil and one not wounded right in front of you.
Alrighty, I'm going after the heavily wounded one first. I'm gonna just start bashing in his head, I guess.
Okay. He's sort of stuck now because he's surrounded by undead sort of just clawing at him. Imagine like the zombie movie, like just like brains.
So I'm gonna hit him off the side, try and see if I can knock him off the side in one hit.
Okay.
With a 2-hit of 24
That's a hit.
and a damage of 15.
Okay. That's actually enough to your hammer just goes straight through him. And then whoever's in the cabin, you see a decapitated head chopped off by the remaining metal of the hole he carved with his claws. It just plops in and rolls a little bit, and there's a blood trail. Okay, you have one more attack in your bonus action.
I'm going to go after the last remaining devil that's up there. Same thing. I'm gonna try to get him in one hit and see what happens.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my inspiration because that was not good.
Sovereignty, you're up after this.
4 again. And this time 14 for the damage.
Okay, that's a hit. You manage to hit him, but he's fresh, so your hammer crashes and breaks some of his barbs, but he's still very much alive.
I'm gonna try to go for the throat with my teeth.
Okay, go ahead.
23 to hit
That's a hit.
Nice.
and 13 for the damage. Did I eat him?
You did not. No, you claw at him and you rip back and you take out flesh, disgusting devil flesh, and it bleeds, but he is not alive. He's just more angry. He's not dead. It's like rotten meat.
I definitely spit that out.
Okay, good. You spit it out. And it actually spits out into the wind because you're moving so fast and hits one of the other sort of windows of these other drivers. Blood and guts. Well, I mean, oh wait, sorry, that guy's asleep, so he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, he's sleeping.
All right. And Fenris, Sovereignty, you're up.
Do we still have those fellows on the Tormentor? Those 3?
Only one's left.
Oh, great. I would like to hit it.
I would like to hit it.
Like to hit?
I'm gonna swing my mace into action here instead of my sword, which is a 15 plus 8 to hit.
You get back up and rush up and assist Fenris as this devil is now being 2 for 1. So that's a hit.
Great, so that's 9 regular mace damage.
He's spraying with mace.
Sorry, 12 regular mace damage.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 9, but it does extra radiant to the bad guys, right?
Perhaps.
That's like 9 radiant damage.
All right.
I don't know if it does any extra, but that's what I got.
Okay, that's both your attacks?
That's 1 attack.
Oh, got it. Okay, good.
Okay, and then that's an 18 for my second attack.
Also hit.
Get him.
I like this dice tower. It's rolling good. 10, 12, 13 regular bludgeoning mace damage,
All right.
and 8 radiant.
Okay, that's enough. So Fenris is already laid into him, and you follow up with a couple of wind up your mace and slam it, and then slam it again with full force. The second one sort of hits it, twists his head completely off, and he falls off the war machine and sort of rolls.
Woo!
I turn to Sovereignty and go to give her fist bump.
And as I fist bump, I move my spiritual weapon onto one of the guys that's attacking us on the side there.
One of the ones nearby. Okay, they've been moved a little bit by radiant damage, so okay.
Okay, great. Go, weapon, go. Oh, come on. Well, that's a 10 to hit.
Unfortunately, the weapon whips again. It's just too slow. It doesn't seem to be catching on. It whips, but it's a little too fast. So.
Oh, look, it's embarrassing. I've never used this spell before.
All right, so it's just a hard time when they're moving so fast. It's a hard time concentrating on that spiritual weapon.
Cool.
Okay. Anything else, Sovereignty?
That should be it.
Okay, the drill moves forward. Looks like the drill. Oh my God! Isn't the drill right through the statue, Des? So the statue.
You're lucky.
Yes. He says, until he says, "You're lucky."
That statue is gonna kill you.
The statue said, "Gurgles." This final gurgle says, "I'll find you and kill you," and it explodes.
I don't think so.
All right.
I know, my go tree, go.
So the tree is not doing anything yet, but it will on your turn, and this war machine can easily just sort of roll because it's so large. Just roll across a river of lava and moves forward to there. Its drill still moving at full speed. So and you saw it completely rip through one of the other war machines in one shot. Okay, back to the top. 4. Okay, and I think you actually might make it. Okay, this is it. Do you want 4 to use a demon ichor? Yes or no?
Well, there is also an alternate idea that perhaps, do we know how many people are running the drill car by chance?
I'm sorry?
How many people are inside? How many?
Yeah, probably like maybe
The
80.
drill? Oh, never mind then. Okay. Because I was like, we should try to take it over, but that's too many. Okay.
Let me try.
That's a lot of enemies, though. I don't know if we have enough manpower to kill 80.
I'm running low on resources.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So that plan is unfortunately no bueno. Okay. So, I mean, he might as well use the demonic. Okay. So, I mean, what is our? Are we gonna try to floor it and jump over this gaping hole, or should we leave the car?
How wide is it?
What?
How wide does the chasm look relative to like the Tormentor?
So what I'm saying, basically what I'm saying is, you can make it to the chasm with Demon Ichor, otherwise you'll need a whole nother turn, because you won't make it. That's what I'm saying. However, keep in mind, Demon Ichor, if I roll a 1, you're not moving from where you're at.
I think we should use it, and at least we get up to the chasm and then decide from there. What do you
Okay.
guys think?
All right, under your orders. Okay.
Use it.
Did not roll a 1. So he throws the demon ichor into the blue liquid, sort of spills in, and it overwhelms the soul there. But the exhaust, in lieu of being white and sort of black, becomes blue, and you just jet off all the way to the edge, where you see, yes, it is in fact a deep chasm. So.
Pull into, because we're going full speed.
What?
Yes.
Unless this thing has really good brakes.
At the moment, it will not make it.
I think we need. Okay. I think this is the moment that we part ways with the Tormentor.
Wait, can anyone manipulate Earth? Like, can anyone make us a ramp?
Fenris, when you say that, you just yell that like inside or what?
Yeah, yeah.
Lulu?
Can anyone make us a ramp?
So, all right, Fenris, I want you to give me a persuasion skill check.
Oh, that's 12.
12. All right, Lulu looks up and she says, she gets her trumpet out and she says, I can try something.
A magical rainbow bridge.
Idea, Lulu. Let's do that. I start shouting very hurriedly. Let's do that,
Okay.
now.
So she seems very excited and nervous, and sort of bubbles are coming out of her. These like little bubbles coming out of her, nose. And she says, "Oh, do you trust me?"
Yeah, well, that's the only choice we have.
Trust anybody. Let's go, quick now.
Okay, she nervously flutters over and sort of gets right next to 4 and shoves her whole body in there, and 4's trying to drive and gets sort of hair all over. And
You got it, Lulu.
Lulu concentrates really hard. And she farts a little bubble. And then you see she's like little, like when you blow bubbles, that's kind of what she
Yes.
He farts a little bubble.
and
Sart. Lulu.
and
Excuse me.
nothing in front of you appears, but she looks back and says, "It's ready."
Okay.
Said I could fly.
Oh, I think what's gonna happen, I'm gonna run up. Okay, I'm gonna grab Sovereignty's hand and Judgment's hand. Oh no, he's already up there. I'm gonna grab her hand. So, okay, well, our flying friends, make your way to the roof. I'm gonna go up to the roof. I'm dragging Sovereignty behind me. In case this goes south, I'm gonna fly away.
Wait, also, what happens to me? Because I'm still on my bike.
I mean, your bike is fast. You can easily catch back up to the Tormentor on your turn. You can jump back in.
Okay.
It's faster than Tormentor.
We just leave you behind.
I assume you would have gotten back in, right?
I actually was going to move at the end of my turn, and then I totally spaced, so.
That's what I was figuring. Do you want to get back in the Tormentor, or are you going to follow behind it?
I'll follow behind it.
Okay. All right, you have no idea what the heck's going on. All you see, the Tormentor is about to drive off a ledge.
Is it just on the roof then, just me and Judgment and Sovereignty, the 3-winged friends?
I mean, I trust Lulu, but
I'm just saying, I trust her too, but we're just up here.
Oh,
I
question. When
Go ahead.
Anatole drove off on his bike all the way to the other side of the battlefield, how much was my robe flashing?
Oh, it was flashing very slowly. It was, imagine like a heartbeat to thunk, and then pause, to thunk. Like that. And it sort of glows. It doesn't. If you're not paying attention to it, it doesn't bother you, and no one else seems to see it. But it's markedly different as he drove away.
I think to myself as I see them barreling towards the edge and then going up onto the roof, what are they doing? Making suicide pact?
All right. Are you
I'm gonna
all
hold
okay?
on.
Are you
Yes.
all okay with Floor driving over the chasm?
Let's do it.
I'm gonna hold on really tightly, and my wings, my leathery, bony kind of wings, start to point to kind of form out around me, just as I prepare, just in case I'm prepped to take flight.
I'm
All right.
sure at this point Rhea has probably joined me and we're like holding on to things and
Yeah,
tightly.
that's exactly what happened. And I need one of you, your choice, to roll a d20 for me.
I'll do it.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna put in the dice tower. We ready? Here we go. That's an 8.
No!
All right. The tormentor begins to drive under your orders, and 4 really has no choice. He pushes forward, believing in the giant fluffy elephant, or the small fluffy elephant, golden elephant. And
Sorry, friends.
the first wheels go off the cliff. And
My wings start to fly.
Okay.
I say a prayer to Salsa.
And they catch on like an invisible platform. And the tormentor begins to go forward, like Indiana Jones style, right? It's just going on a prayer. It drives over Anatoly. Do you continue also?
Yes.
Tormentor driving over nothing? Okay. And you do. And Anatoly, as you do, behind you, you see almost like this it's like a bridge, invisible bridge of light, because when you get on it, behind you it begins to erode in like a shimmer of light, like, and you're driving literally over the gorge on an invisible bridge of light, and below you is, if you look down, if you have any kind of vertigo, you're like, oh my god, we're gonna die. And
I'm not looking.
you make it to the end, and as you do, all the other war machines and the big drill sort of halt to a stop, and they shake their fists or whatever devils do.
Shake their fists.
And you make it across. Safe.
Lulu coming in clutch.
We made that with an 8. That's wild.
He says, thanks, and then falls over in a fit of exhaustion.
Somebody get that elephant a pillow. And the blanket and the good nap.
Amazing.
So you have then arrived at the base of this wreck flying fortress, and it is huge. Imagine like a huge column. Like imagine you're a human looking up at a skyscraper, like that.
Huge.
Wow, we made it. I'm really surprised, if I'm entirely honest.
I'm gonna drive the Devil's Ride back into the Tormentor.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That was crazy. I thought you were all going to like die and stuff.
I think we did too.
So how we did that? Yay, Lulu! I'm gonna head down to the kind of like the cockpit where Lulu is. I'd like to do like a medicine check on her if she's exhausted.
She just seems tired, like you all.
Oh, okay. Okay, then I'm just gonna pat her head a little bit.
Okay. When you pat her head, a little more bubbles, like happiness bubbles, come out. That's all.
Of her butt.
You know, and the cartoons when you're asleep and you're like,
Yeah.
bubbles coming out. It's like that.
Good job, Lulu. We believed in you the whole time.
She nods weakly.
All right. This is gonna be time for a snack break, because anxiety gives me the munchies.
Okay, you've arrived at the Flying Fortress, having done an epic vehicular battle, and we'll be right back.
3, 2, 1.
We're back. Now,
Let's ready to rumble.
Sideshow Slashers made it to the Rex Flying Fortress.
Living on a prayer.
Towering wreck that rises from the scorched hellscape in this mountainous chamber it's created upon its shockwave impact landing. Looks like a giant sword blade tilted to about a 20-degree angle to the left, and it's partly buried underground. So you can see basically just the top third or so. It's all the exposed hull is already rusted and torn asunder. As you know, the demons took it down, and hot wind screams and tears through the hollow structure. And you see lots of vultures circling around above. Many, but what look like vultures to you.
Oh.
Eldritch Blast! Eldritch Blast! Eldritch Blast! Dinner.
Very far away, but you could try.
All right.
I'm actually tempted. I could cheat to heal myself.
Oh yeah. Do you need help, Judgment? Are you like okay, or you got it?
Let's find out. I'm going to cast Chill Touch on one of those vultures.
What's the range of Chill Touch?
For me, it is 240 feet.
Another range.
Are you gonna try to hit him?
I roll a 14 to hit.
Okay, your ghastly skeletal hand goes all the way up, and the vultures evade it.
Oh man.
Evade it.
Well, you didn't make the roll.
Well, Judgment, you almost made us dinner, but that's okay this time.
I don't think
The
we want to do
vultures-
that.
The vultures screech eerily at all you, at whatever direction the hand came from, and veer off in another circular pattern further away, but still around the tower.
Oh yikes!
While they're doing this, I'm going to pull out my Rod of the Pack Keeper and regain a spell slot.
Okay.
These are enemy birds.
All right, so I do need medical attention.
That
So, team, should we regroup? Is our plan to just kind of storm in there, demand 9 rods, not 8, not 10, but 9, and then we leave?
So 2 things first. Des, if you want to find out, give me a perception, and you can take a short rest if you want. Not long rest, but short.
All right, well, while I look around, maybe Judgment, you could make your tiny hut for us?
If we can take a short rest, I don't use my Rod of the Pack Keeper.
Okay, yeah, I can take a short rest. I don't see it.
That's a 9. A 9!
It looks to you like there's nobody or anything left in that structure, you think, anyway.
Okay, just there's nobody here. I don't think anybody's home. So I guess we just walk in and swipe them. And then we leave. Does that sound good? After we take a short little power nap? Coffee, anybody? Those still on the ground?
We're gonna walk in stealthy though, right? I feel like that's maybe still a good call.
I'm going to expend dice to gain back health.
Okay, so anybody who'd like to take a short rest, go ahead and do that now. Take a short breather after that tremendous fight. And then I will further delineate how to get up there. Is you're going to have to do 2 things, because as I mentioned, most of the Flying Fortress here is just a wrecked hull. However, the bridge all the way at the top seems the only thing that's still intact. Now, to get there, you can either, of course, fly or climb through the structure.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be up to you.
Okay, well, I just took a short little power nap, and I feel much better now. Well, it looks like that is probably our best bet to get inside. So, team, we can fly up there, and then team can climb, I guess.
We've got 3 flyers and 2 climbers, right? Between them, how many?
Well, we have Rhea too.
Well, 4 and Rhea, I assume, would stay in the car.
Here, if that's cool with y'all. Okay, cool. So yeah, we have 2 Maybe
I have
sovereignty.
I have my boots of wings, so I can fly.
Oh, great. Okay, so just Fenris. Maybe somebody can carry. Can we? Oh, Fenris, I have an idea. What if I hold one hand? You know, we're like, I mean, I didn't have like a family growing up, but I would see like families like take kids' hands and like swing them in the air and stuff. So maybe I could grab like one of your hands and like Sovereignty can grab the other hand and we can like carry you up flying.
Would my ring is magic. Lets me jump high. Would that work?
So you could actually take the climbing path and just make huge leaps. Like a, hulking.
Right.
I'm sorry?
With the ring, right? Because it
Yeah.
gives me the ability to jump high.
It wouldn't be enough to jump to the top, but you could like jump in your like werewolf form from like ledge to ledge, like whoa.
It's fine. I didn't want to carry you anyways, but it's fine.
Can still
Whatever
hold hands. Yes.
I'm sorry, I have dumb question. I'm trying to regain. Do I add my bonus when I roll to regain hit points, or no? The plus. Do you just roll the die, or do you?
You add your Constitution modifier.
Yeah, Constitution modifier.
Each time. Okay, great. Sorry, dumb moment. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Back.
each hit die you roll. Yeah, you can roll up to at this point 10. So.
I had to roll all of them.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yep. So you can fly now. Keep in mind, if you do want to fly, still fiery meteors coming down as they do all the time in Avernus. So you might get hit by one of those. Keep that in mind. The climbing path would be not as dangerous for being hit by fireballs, so it's just another option.
No. I was not granted these wings for no reason. Okay, well, I will, I guess, fly up. I mean, my hand at this point was already extended. Yes, Sovereignty and I, because we were already going to hold Fenris's hand. We can hold hands.
That seems logical. There was already going to be hand holding, so.
Yeah, okay, that's fine, because my hand was already, it was already here. Okay, catch y'all later, I guess. Don't eat a fireball.
Okay, Des and Sovereignty decide to fly up. Fenris, Anatoly, Judgment, how are you getting to the top?
I will be doing that. I will be jumping from ledge to ledge.
Okay, jumping from ledge to ledge. You will probably be fine. Fenris, I need you to give me a single athletics check.
Uh, 21.
Okay, you can make it up, no problem. Anatoly, Judgment, what are you doing?
I'm issuing orders.
Okay.
Mambo, stay here and man the harpoons and shoot anything that comes near us.
Nice.
And my skeleton horde begin climbing.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to fly up.
So Mabo does a wonderful curtsy bow to you and gets in the turret, ready to shoot down any whatever decides to come your way, if anything. And your Skeletor group will make it up eventually. It'll just take them a long time. But they will be up there. And then how are you getting up, Judgment?
I'm
Climbing
flying.
or flying?
No, I don't.
Who the hell climbs?
Who the hell Anatoly, are you using your boots of wingedness?
Yeah, I'm flying up.
Okay, everyone. Okay, the rest of you, except for Fenris, she's the only one climbing in a way. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Nice. That is a
22.
25. Ooh, sorry.
25?
25 for Des.
Sovereignty?
This is Dex.
Dex.
10.
10. Judgment?
Dragon is down, Sovereignty.
Do I get Sovereignty's bonus?
Hey, are you going to fly close to them?
Because I like bonuses?
I'm just saying, are you flying as a group or not?
I left later than they did. So, 17.
17. The rest of you definitely evade the falling meteors and the streaks of fire behind them. And Sovereignty gets hit full on by a meteor. So you're both flying, and Hartley just flapping your wings, and Sovereignty's looking at you all dovey-eyed or whatever, and looks forward, just a giant fireball just pegs her. It's not like a fireball, but... Oh, wait, you're immune to fire damage.
Give me that sweet bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning damage would be all you take, yes.
Still get hit. That's too funny.
She just looks back, get bright-eyed, and all you're taking is 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Don't worry, the fire didn't hurt.
And it just sort of, the rock fiery rock just explodes out in pieces, and she wipes it off, and it's mostly okay, just a little bit of a nick.
We still are holding hands the whole time.
Well, for a second, it like pushed, she got dragged down, but you pulled her back up.
I'm flapping and just dragging her up.
All right. And you all make it to the bridge of this fine fortress. And it looks like this.
Guys, show it to me, the visions.
There you go. This is what you see. Right now you enter. And you're what basically you can consider this is the bridge of this command center. The only part that's really still whole of the whole flying fortress. So in this bridge area, you'll see there's a few ways to go. You can either head to the northwest here, some rooms up here, and also another hallway to the northeast. And here in this probably bridge's command center area, you see just sparks raining down, tons of gashes in the ceiling, and it opens up to the sky. You can see some of those strange vultures still pretty far away. They ran away from Judgment's chilly hand. And the room's been picked clean, like maybe somebody's been here already. But there are many rows of stripped down consoles with like infernal text sparking and flashing a little bit, but not much else really remains.
Can anybody read what these things say? Does it say like the floor is lava, we shouldn't touch anything, we're waiting for you in the second door?
I think most of us can read it.
Yeah, what do these things say?
Okay, who can speak Inferno? Oh, like everybody except for you, Anatoly?
I cannot.
Oh, and you
No,
guys?
Jess and Anatoly can't.
So I'm clear. Okay. It's just commands, like last minute commands for the ship, like abandon all hands, SOS, things like that. It's the last remaining flash, and they're just like repeating over and over. It looks like a machine screen of some kind. You've never seen this in Faerun.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
And tragic, these are the last words that somebody wrote. Wild.
Certainly does not look like any kind of thing I've ever seen before.
Yeah, no, me neither.
This room on the right looks interesting.
Okay. Are you all going together? Do you want to split up and search in groups? You let me know and we'll roll some initiatives.
We should stay together. Anatoly, lead the way.
I'll head to the right room.
Okay, all together?
Yeah.
All right, your undead horde is here. Judgment is not here yet, so. All right, Lulu's coming with you, however, she can fly, so. Oh, you pass through the bridge and there's sparks and wires all over the place. You have to push everything, and sometimes you get a little bit of a jolt of electrical current going through these weird machines. And this seems to be nothing of interest as part of the bridge here, but this other room to the right, Anatoly, you're talking about, seems to have a different purpose. So as you approach this room here, in the corner is a black bell. So you see two rusty iron crates in one corner and this iron black bell-shaped contraption really bolted to the floor. It's 9 feet tall, painted all black, but it has a lot of dents and dings. And every so often, as you approach, it goes clunk. And then again, clunk.
Huh.
So is this like a warning bell?
Well, Judgment, you always have detect magic going, basically, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
That's
give
my
me
favorite thing to do.
give me an Arcana check.
Uh, 20.
20. You feel from this bell an aura of transmutation magic. Would you like to get closer and take a look?
Absolutely not. I've had enough of transmutations in this place. Oh,
I poke it with my sword.
Okay, so you get up close, poke it with your sword, and it's really tough. It's really tough, but it doesn't stop it from occasionally doing a clunk sound.
What is it, Anatoly?
Oh, Anatoly, you have... So Judgment has detect magic. If you want to try to investigate, you can also use an Arcana.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, probably not, but it's 6.
6? You have no stinking clue what this thing does. Judgment, if you
I
got
feel
close,
like
you might be able.
We're asking you. You don't even know who runs Barovia. So, Judgment, what is it?
Judgment, the only thing I'll tell you, it seems to be making a, to your estimation, a rhythmic malfunction.
A rhythmic mouth?
Yes.
Malfunction.
Like it's still trying to go and the ship's not.
Yeah.
It's transmutation.
Judgment, what is it? What is it? What is it?
I'm gonna poke it and cast Identify.
Interesting. You get close, and as you do it, it shudders again, and this strange clunk sound. You identify the purpose of this, which is a magical device that keeps the fortress aloft. And it's making this rhythmic malfunction because the fortress is leaning on its side. So it doesn't seem to be dangerous at all, but it is the flotation device for the entire fortress.
How heavy does this thing look?
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, you can try to move it.
Yes.
Okay. You begin to try to move it, and you can't even. It seems to be, even though it's probably maybe, as I mentioned, maybe only about 10 feet high, its weight is impossible to ascertain.
So, Sovereignty, I see what you're doing. What if we all push together?
That will probably do it.
I think you're right. Everybody together on the count of 3. Okay, well, I'm going to get up next to Sovereignty and start to push.
Eve!
Everyone's pushing?
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, you all push it, and when you do that,
And
You
Lulu.
hear- you feel some vibrations of the whole flying fortress as if it wants to, like it's like let's say it's Leaning Tower of Pisa, basically.
Uh-huh.
It wants to crash down even more, so it begins to rumble a little bit.
I just thought we could have a flying tormentor.
Yeah, never mind. Let's stop pushing. Oh, it'd been so cool if it would have been flying around in like a floating castle.
This device may be the only reason this craft is not on its side.
I want to go into that other room.
So is there
Probably-
any way we could push this whole thing right side up? Probably not. I don't know if we're strong enough. Oh well, we tried to find a floating castle. I'm gonna, I guess, follow Anatoly into the next room to the right.
Okay, you push on. It's not to say you couldn't eventually get this bell, but if you took it out of its thing, this whole fortress would crash. So it's your choice. You're gonna head to the right.
I thought pushing it would like put it back where it was supposed to, you know. But I guess
It did. It was moving it a little bit, but you didn't have enough force.
Maybe we'll do that after we get the stuff we need. Just in case.
okay.
It seems to be pretty solid in this foundation right now, in the way it crashed.
Okay. Well, let's go to the next room to the right.
Okay, head right.
Yeah.
There's a hallway here, and a couple of rooms with closed doors, mangled but closed doors, and a room all the way to the back.
I'm gonna go up to the door and slowly kind of push it open.
Okay, there's 2 doors, so it's maybe it's a little hard to see here. But there's one up north and one to the south.
I'm gonna do the one on the north.
One to the north.
Start, kind of slowly pushing it open, peeking my head around.
I'll
if I see
push. While she's doing that, I'll push the door open to the south.
Okay, so to the north, that's as you get close to it, you hear some inhuman cackling behind it.
Inhuman cackling?
Mm-hmm. Like a.
I'm gonna slowly, I'll just keep pushing the door open and say, "Oh, there you are! We've been looking for you!" As I open the door.
Right? You see crouched on a pile of bones In the far top right corner of this room is a hunched dog-like, hairless dog-like looking creature, but it seems stupefied. It's just sort of making those noises, but to itself. And there is another door nearby. Otherwise, what else is in the room is a pair of glass sort of bell-shaped horns attached to some loose wires. They look like they were removed from a pair of sort of tall, slender machines that stand nearby.
Wait,
Like an
one more time, what?
Which part of it?
You said horns?
Yes. So on the floor, there's a pair of glass bell-shaped horns attached to some loose wires, and they look like they've been removed from two. You can see them there.
Is it like a communication? Probably.
Probably.
Potentially, but before I kind of get past the door, I can kind of peek around. Does the thing see me or no?
It's completely, again, it's stupefied. It doesn't even know what's happening. It's sort of just moving around and not paying attention to anything besides its own inane laughter.
Oh, okay, I got it.
It is sitting on a pile of bones.
Yeah. What I'm going to do is very quickly, I'm going to cast Friends on it. The Warlock cantrip. So kind of around the door, I'm going to go, peek, and you're going to see some little music notes go over and kind of flutter on top of its head.
All right, does Friends work based on intelligence?
So it actually says for the duration, you have advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature of your choice that isn't hostile towards you. When the spell ends, the creature realizes that you used magic to influence its mood and becomes hostile towards you.
Okay.
Creature prone to violence might attack you. Another creature might seek retribution in other ways at the DM's discretion, depending on the nature of your interaction with it.
Yeah, so you can absolutely cast Friends on them.
So I'm going to cast Friends, and I'm going to look over my shoulder. Hey guys, we found our friend that we've been looking for. He's in this room. And I'll kind of walk in through the door.
Okay. Anatoly, you open the other door, correct? You're ignoring the north door?
Yes.
Okay. This door is, so the whole of the ship is crunched it forward a little bit. You're going to need to use some force to open it, so I'll need you to give me athletics. Check on that. Assuming you're doing it by yourself.
Yeah, it's only an 8.
Okay, you can't quite pull out of its hinges to get it open.
Can somebody give me a hand?
I'll give him a hand.
All right. So whoever would like to roll between the two of you at advantage?
Do you say strength or athletics?
Athletics.
Net 20.
Oh my God.
Hi.
Rips the door off its hinges.
Plus 11 is actually 31.
Oh my God. With one hand showing you up, Anatoly just rips it off its hinges and throws it to the side like the Hulk. And you now have access to the room.
I turn.
Wow, Anatoly, why'd you even bother opening the door when you could have friends do it from the beginning?
I didn't know it would be so difficult. Smarty pants.
Okay.
You say this because you are not smart in the pants.
Woof.
So, sorry. So inside here is, it looks like another machinery room of some kind to you, Anatoly. More sparks are raining down from the torn holes in the ceiling, and they're falling onto a pair of rectangular machines that have been torn from the wall, and they stand in the middle of the room with loose wires sticking out. But it looks like they may be fixable.
Okay, I'm going to bring 4 into the room and see if...
4's not there.
4 stayed in the...
4 stayed in the
Oh,
corner.
shit, that's right.
Look like somebody with... It would probably be something related to intelligence.
I can try.
Okay, so give me it's going to be an Arcana check.
Okay.
If you want to try to repurpose these or figure out what they're doing.
19.
19. That's good. So this machine was used to some capacity to send encrypted messages within probably many miles of the fortress. And as you put it together, there is some numbers begin to squirt out of the machine.
Squirt.
Yeah. Squirt.
Why squirt?
I don't know. It's just a thing it's the verb I use.
Oh my god. Ew.
Pop out of the machine, whatever.
Alright, just give me shit.
The numbers make a mess on the floor.
Yeah, it's like a code of sort, and begins to come out.
Numbers and shit. Can I try to figure out what they mean, or should I ask Judgment, the smartiest of the smarty pantses?
You'll have to get my attention. I was distracted by this weird dog.
Judgment, the smartiest of the smarty pantses, get your arse in here.
Fine. What is it?
These numbers, they come out of machine after I make it go squirt all over place.
So after he basically put the tubes together and he connected it, and it's just it started sprouting out numbers. Let's say and
Sprouting numbers like a tree.
yeah. So Judgment, you quickly. What's your base intelligence? It's like a 20, 22 or something.
20.
Okay.
So smart.
You put it together pretty quickly. It seems to be a repeating message in the sort of encrypted devil sort of telecommunications pathways here that comes out in a series of pair of numbers. So very quickly, a few pairs of numbers,
A puzzle.
and then a pause, and a few more pairs of numbers. And then it ends and seems to repeat.
Be like a Morse code kind of thing.
All right, so I have a bunch of number pairs
Yes.
that come in a sequence.
Yes? Do you take note of them?
Yes, I will write them all down.
All right. This is the numbers in the sequences.
Holy
They come in
crap.
sort of in quick pairs, and then there's a pause, and then quick pairs.
Trying to see better, because I'm sorry, I 0514 207.
So it looks like Judgment. There's no other messages going through except for this encrypted message. Or somebody's trying to get a message to somewhere.
Hey,
There's two machines though, right? Is
Yes,
one of
there's
them
two
like
machines.
incoming, one of them's outgoing type of deal?
Yes. Do you want to check the other machine, Sovereignty?
Sure, I don't seem like the person for that job, but I'm nosy.
Or you can go with Des. It's up to you. So I'm just taking. I make sure everybody has an action, and we'll get back to Des, who's at the
Nope,
top.
sorry, I'll go back to Des. I shouldn't be butting in.
Okay, that's fine. All right. So there's still the small machine, like Sovereignty mentioned. Otherwise, I'll kick it back to Sovereignty and Des.
I have to look around the room for more clues because
Perception, then Judgment.
20.
20.
Nice.
All right. And you
see
speak Infernal,
everything.
right? You speak Infernal, right, Judgment?
Yes.
Okay. You speak Infernal, and you see in the smaller machine, it seems to be for decoding these messages.
Oh.
So the smaller machine, based on what's coming out of the bigger machine, has these particular infernal characters coming out on it.
In that order, or does that mean?
They're displaying on a strange-looking glass screen.
Ooh, spooky.
And now, you speak Infernal Judgment? Who has Anatolian Judgment? You both know Infernal, right?
No, I don't know Infernal.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
You do? Okay. So Judgment, you quickly realize that these are numbers and letters in the Infernal language. Which are them?
Whoa, sweet.
It's official Infernal script, by the way.
Amazing. It says Des is the coolest.
Yeah, I started doing this, but with the wrong letters. Okay.
Then it totally, unless do you want to work with judgment? Because you can't read any of this.
Yeah, but I'm just working it out for the sake of. Can I work with judgment?
All right, so do you want to go to the other people while I figure this out?
Yeah.
Okay, so you two can work on it, and we'll go to Death, Sovereignty, and Fenris.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead if you'd like to work on that. Death, Sovereignty, Fenris, unless you all want to work together on this, it's up to you. I don't want to divide your brain power.
No, I want to talk to the dog person.
Okay, Death and Sovereignty then. You open the other door, and you do see a dog-like thing there. Again, and it's, again, befuddled. It's like made a nincompoop somehow. It doesn't seem to be aware of itself or its surroundings. Like somebody's done something to its mind.
Hey, friend. Fido.
It looks at you and just kind
Sparky,
of, it looks at you and just yips.
Max. Bot.
Is that what you got, Kenny?
So it just looks at me and it yips.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna slowly get close to it. Does it let me kind of approach?
Yeah, it's letting you approach.
I'm gonna get really close up to it and say, hi, my name's Des. What's your name? Are you the
Looks
ruler
up-
of this castle?
It looks up to you, and when it does, it turns its head, but further than a normal dog can turn its head. Sort of like, looks at you
Oh.
all strange, and it's sort of slobbering. It doesn't seem to have any kind of comprehension.
I'm going to. Is it like a? Was it like when we kind of walked in, like any plates or bowls or something anywhere?
No, doesn't look it doesn't look like a pet of any kind.
Oh, okay, so it's more humanoid. I'm going to get out of my bag. Actually, no, I'm not. So it doesn't look like it speaks any languages? Like it.
Right now, imagine it's just completely stupefied. Give me a medicine check, Tess.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Wow. 21.
Okay, you notice that some kind of restoration spell would probably help it return it to its faculties.
I'm kind of looking at it. I'm gonna, if Sovereignty's in the room. I think Fido needs like some hardcore medicinal help, like a restoration of this mind, body, spirit, and I don't think I can help Fido.
Oh, I can, but I don't love what it just did with its neck. So I think maybe we could peek in the next room first before we restore this thing to its mental capacity.
Oh, you think it'll like hurt us? But but also he and I are friends. So like he's not gonna attack me.
Maybe. I don't know what the spell's gonna do. Your spell, though. So, can we peek into the next room real quick before?
You sure can. It seems to ignore you completely. And you peek in the next room. This next room is dark. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
You do? Okay, you can see in here that there's a...
Yes, I do. Because I have my goggles. I put my goggles on.
Okay, you both decide to ignore the dog-looking creature. There's a metal console that's been torn free from the wall. And then, in the middle, there is a locked safe. It has clawed feet and a three-dial mechanism built into the thick front door.
I'm adjusting my goal. Sovereignty, do you see that?
The safe?
It's the treasure inside of the castle. This is the princess's treasure.
Well, I mean, it's a ship and it crashed, and it still seems like maybe valuable though. So.
Yes. Okay. Yes. We can do this.
Do you think the dog's guarding it? I feel like if we restore it, I'm a little afraid that it's going to attack us if we try to also get in the safe still.
Well, it was sitting on top of a pile of bones. Maybe those were other people who were not worthy of the princess's treasure. So we should fix Fido first.
And by fix, do you mean like
Oh, Fix as in, he can't have any more animal babies. I'm kidding. Yeah, should we just kill him?
Is there anything else in this room besides the safe?
No, other than some dead imps that might have been mains.
Recently dead imps?
No, I've been dead for a while. This fortress has been here for a little while.
With bite marks?
No.
Okay. Can we move the safe? What if it's
Okay, wait, okay, is there any, okay, I'm gonna grab one of the bones from the pile really quickly and I'm gonna throw it at the safe. Does anything happen?
Yes, it clangs.
Oh no,
Can I yell across the hallway?
Sure.
Have you found anything yet?
yeah, I found the princess's treasure. It's mine because I saw it first.
What?
And a dog.
Just-
I found
Judgment, do you have that worked out?
Yes, it's a strange string of letters and numbers.
What do you mean you found the treasure, Des?
I'm saying I found a treasure and I found the princess's rabid dog protecting it.
Judgment, let's go over there.
As he says that, I'm going to go up to it. Very quick. Yeah, I'm gonna use it. And is there a lock on it?
There is a lock, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try to. Oh, I have thieves' tools. I'm gonna go up to the lock and try to jiggle it a little bit with my little thieves' pirates tools.
Unfortunately, there's not a lock you can stick anything in. It's literally, like I said, just a dial mechanism.
Oh, it's just a dial mechanism.
The dial mechanism, and as you get closer, you see, because dark vision gives you low light, but when you get close enough to look, you see the dial mechanism has 3 sort of scrolling numbers above it. So it looks like for each turn of the dial, one of those infernal numbers will come down.
Oh, cool. Wait, Anatoly, did you say you found stuff in there? Is there a code or something? Is that what you were talking about? Would it open the safe?
We come across into the other room.
Okay, you pass that strange dog-looking creature, and now you're all together.
Okay, so do you think that whatever you found would open this?
Possibly. But you found it first, and it's yours, so open it.
Well, listen. I tried, but I wanted to give you the satisfaction of opening it. Because I knew it would make you really pleased because you're so smart, and then you could tell your girlfriend about it, that you found some princess treasure and that you would send her some later.
But if I open it, that means I found it first. It's mine.
No, I found it first, but I'll let you look at it first. Here's the thing, and I kind of whisper to Judgment. I'll give you an extra 10% of the if you open it. How about that?
Yes, you don't whisper very quietly.
I wasn't talking to you.
A whole 10%, eh?
Judgment, open the damn safe.
No, wait, Judgment, we gonna shake on it? I'll keep all of it, and then you get 10%? Yeah, we're gonna shake on it?
How does that work?
I'm gonna shake your hand.
No.
I extend my hand out,
It hangs there for a long time.
and I leave it there. Just waiting. Okay, open it.
I will attempt to open this door.
Mm-hmm.
This oddly weird door with my code.
Wait, can you put it up? Can you put it up again?
Hey, 00225.
Okay, the lock opens.
Yes, and I immediately shove Judgment out of the way.
Really?
Yes.
That sounds like a check.
I will do that then.
Okay, check. So opposing athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. I got this. So I'm gonna roll. 21.
I get a 14 plus 7.
Only 16.
I shove Judgment out of the way.
You put in 3 numbers, and then blink, it opens up. Des quickly jumps in, opens it.
I shut the door.
Des, you see 9 adamantine rods.
Oh shit!
I knew it. I did not. I was hoping for this flame. I was hoping there'd be gold in here. You know what, Judgment? You can have 100% of the cut.
I can't hear you. I shut the door.
Oh, you left the room?
No, he shut you in the safe.
It's not that big of a safe.
What? That's not right.
You try to shut the door, it hits against a rib and hurts a little bit, but yes, in here is what you find. There's some infernal text on them, Des, as well.
Cool. Okay, we found the rods that we needed to find. So that's great.
What do they say?
Who speaks Inferno? Okay, Sabbath, you take a look at them, and they say Solar Incendiator Lock, and then they're each numbered 1 to 9.
Okay, so he didn't tell us why he wanted them, but it had something to do with El Terrell, obviously. Seems like a bad idea to give them to him.
Oh no, is he going to use them to destroy El Terrell? That's not good.
No.
Well, we do have a bargaining chip now. We can take them with us
Yeah.
and then see if we want to give them to him or not. Or we can give him like half or something.
Alright.
Well, either way, I'm going to grab them and put them in my bag.
Okay, you now have all rods. They weigh about 3 pounds each, so a total of 20 pounds. Not too heavy, but a little bit.
Yeah, let's go heal that dog. The weird dog.
Okay.
Does this thing look like a killer? Like, you know, you can look at a dog and you kind of know.
Well, he's on top of a pile of bones, which he's kind of made his nest, so yes?
Do we want a dog? Are we ready for this commitment?
It's a hairless, like weird black dog.
Well,
Let the dog the dog.
I think we should leave it. We just don't touch it.
Fenris company.
You set it free, I guess. I'll heal it outside when we're done.
Company with her wife, so
She has points.
I was making a joke about her being stinky wet dog.
oh.
I grab Anatoly by ear.
Ow! Ow!
What was that
ow!
again?
Ow!
Yeah, I think we should just leave this dog here.
Circle back.
Perhaps we should search the rest of this vessel before it tips.
Yes. Let's go.
So you leave the dog.
For now.
For now we'll leave him.
Okay, you all head out, and as the last of you takes a step out of the door, you hear. Does anybody speak Abyssal?
Me.
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
You hear as if coming from the dog, but the dog is not making any words as you leave. You hear almost a poem in Abyssal coming in his direction. And it
Camel?
says the following. The first gift is hunger. It is his blessing. It is our call to bring death. The second gift is death. Death proves our strength. Death purges our fear. The third gift is fear. We fear that we will fail him. We fear the onset of hunger. And it resounds through the cavernous bridge area.
Oh.
Ew.
That poem was definitely a breakup poem. It was not a love poem.
Judgment, you're the study university sage, so give me a intelligence if you want with proficiency.
With proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
18.
18? Yeah, that'll make it. So these are words uttered by allies of the demon lord Yanogu.
No, who?
All right, so Who is Yunogu?
Who'd you know? Give me another intelligence check.
Oh shit, not as good. 13.
13. You don't know much other than he's worshipped by dog-like gnolls, and that he consumes artifacts of goodness.
Maybe the rods used to be good and now they're not.
Interesting.
Kind of
Judgment.
concerning.
Judgment. What was that creepy language about?
It was the words of cult members of a god of the Knolls.
Oh, that sounds like someone I don't want to meet.
Oh no, the dog, Fido just spoke. Okay, yeah, we should probably kill him. I'm gonna turn around really quickly.
You don't know that came from Fido.
Yes, it did. The direction of Fido, that he worships that god.
That was not specified.
Isn't that
It came in that direction. It came from that direction.
There's
that
nothing else over there,
direction? What?
bud. I said there's nothing else over there, bud.
Yeah, there's nothing else. Okay, I'm immediately gonna turn around and I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast at this dog.
Okay, you fire Eldritch Blast, and this thing
Yeah,
is
I'm
again
shocked.
just
Boom, boom.
single-minded, and boom, boom, 2 Eldritch Blasts with the force damage fly out,
In
and
the shape of music
smack
notes.
this thing and break its neck, and it gurgles, and as it dies, you hear, Chaos will see you all dead. He will find the sword of Zerial and consume it. Conquer Avernus for himself, he will.
Who was gonna find us?
Chaos.
Chaos? Whatever, that's my middle name, doggo.
I can't believe you killed our dog.
No, you said
Fenris's best friend.
I promise it was not.
he was not Fenris's best friend. I put the dog
But it could have been.
out of its misery. Sorry.
My best friend is this beautiful red-haired lady.
I'm just saying though that chaos is gonna find us, and then we're gonna be hungry, and then there's death, and then there's fear, and then we're gonna be hungry again. So
Let's-
it's like second breakfast.
Let's
You know?
check the rest of this structure out before it all falls on top of our head. I'm getting the spooks.
How about we just leave before we trigger a trap that will have something trying to eat us?
It's too late.
That's what we need. Let's make a run for it.
How much of the other room on the left though?
Who knows?
Don't need anything else and haven't yet triggered any traps.
But I love other doors.
Oh,
But there are other doors.
I have to. What's behind the door?
Hey, who's doing what then?
I have curiosity.
Curiosity killed the cat. and I
we killed the cat.
Oh.
No, we killed the dog.
The dog was clearly now probably a follower of Yunogu.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna cut across this lobby and I'm gonna go towards that door at the top left.
I turn to look at the Anatole and go, well, curiosity did kill the cat, but
Okay.
satisfaction brought it back.
Des just dashes across to the other side of the flying fortress here, which is
Maybe
you
that's
know,
not princess treasure. I yell over my shoulder.
and the rest of you.
I want,
Go
I want
ahead.
to finish this one side.
Okay.
There's a door right there in front of us.
Past where you two were, yes, there's a door.
You guys have the puzzle, right? The smarter folks.
Well, we solved the puzzle.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna make sure Des doesn't die.
Okay, so,
I'll go with Judgment to open the door.
okay, what about you, Fenris?
I will follow after this.
Okay, so they go here. Lulu's sort of manning the.
Fenris is like, I hate that you continued on.
Okay, here we go.
Go back to the car and think about what you've
So-
done.
Judgment and Anatoly, this door is in the same. Sorry, Fenris, can you repeat that? Sorry.
The sooner we get done with this, the sooner I can go on honeymoon with beautiful wife.
Okay, this door is just like the previous one. It's dented in, so you need to do something to get it off or pulled out.
Would the force damage from Eldritch Blast potentially blow it open?
Yeah, sure. You could blow it open.
I will Eldritch Blast it.
Okay.
You.
Okay, you Eldritch Blast it. It shoots open, and the door blasts out into the next room, cutting through some wires.
Uh-oh.
At which point you hear. You turned up the alarm for the whole.
What the fuck did I just tell you, dummies? I go over to Anatoly and start smacking him.
You're nowhere near me.
Oh, never mind.
Jesus Christ. The other side of the freaking hallway.
Okay, and you both speak Infernal, right? So then follow this klaxon alarm. You hear.
No, Anatoly does not speak it. He doesn't know.
Oh, he doesn't speak it?
No, I don't speak
Okay, you
Infernal
just hear
or
the alarm. It's so loud you have to cover your ears. It's like you're like in the alarm room itself. You have to as well, but you also hear a female voice as well accompanying this alarm. It says, Chigawa Urunosk.
Klingon?
No, it's not. It's Infernal. It says, it's a repeating message of abandoned ship.
Oh, yikes.
Okay, but what do we see through the doorway?
Oh, there is just, it's like an alarm console. And it's this whole area is sort of blown out, but there was a console, it was set up, it was still sort of in working condition, but a door blew through all the wiring, activating it.
So the entire room behind that black bar is alarm.
Yes, sorry, yes. It's all just going off, and it's resonating throughout. There's probably other klaxons in other places as well. You hear it all throughout the...
I'm gonna try to shut it off.
Okay, you get up there and it's a whole tangle of wired mess. I need you to give me, it looks like a Arcana for this.
Isn't it always?
Yes.
I rolled a 1.
All right, so not only do you not have no clue what's going on, you're gonna take some sonic damage as this alarm is piercing your ear and you have to use both your hands to sort of figure out what's going on. You're gonna take 11 points of ear-piercing damage.
Judgment's ears just.
And the alarm continues.
Right? Can I locate the source of the sound? Like
Yeah,
the speakers?
there's like up in the corner of the room there's like a device that would probably blare out sound.
I'm literally gonna like ray of frost every one of them.
Okay. I ray of frost them, and they all explode. As does the console in a icy sort of mess. And then the last thing you hear is Ajta nos, Ijlech ta krashakunok asmodedas. And then shuts down.
And that translates to
You are important. Promotion is your destiny. Asmodeus loves you.
Asmodeus sends him.
I got promoted, yay!
My God.
All right, you managed to shut down the devices by sort of like just blowing the whole mess up. All right, back to the west side of the ship.
After I uncover my ears, we touched something that they weren't supposed to touch.
Where I speak up and say, I told you that we should get out of here. And then
There's only like one more room, Fenris. Just like one more. We can look at it really quickly and then we'll go.
This ship is going to self-destruct with all of us in it.
Nah. And I open the
How
door.
would any of us know what a self-destruct is?
It's a Barovian thing. So this chamber contains...
It's a Barovian thing.
Things blow up in
Everything
Barovia.
self-destructs in Barovia. You've got chickens, you've got vampires, you've got cows,
You got bridges.
bridges always blowing up,
All right.
folks' homes.
So this chamber, after you sort of get your fingers in there and try to get that ringing sensation out. This is like just a stripped down metal console here, rusty pipes all over the place around this room. But you do notice that one of the pipes has a sort of 2-foot long gash into it.
The pipe has a gash in it. Can we fix this pipe? Maybe this path will fly again or something?
I could fix the dog, but I don't think I can fix the pipe.
Do I have any, like, there's a gap? Oh, okay. So do I have any, like, I don't know, gauze in my medicine?
Gauze?
What?
What's that thing that works on, like, flex tape or something? I don't even.
Yeah, it's KT tape. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh my god.
You're welcome to get up and try it, Des.
Yeah, I want to pull out my Faerun KT tape.
Oh my god.
I'm just sort of like tape this.
Okay.
Open the door.
Get close to this unusual looking gash, and it looks like you maybe have a possibility to fix it when you hear some squeaking and larger squeaking, much squeaking, and sturges by the dozens come out, and everyone in that room needs to give me a dexterity saving throw as these these blood-sucking bat-like creatures rush out of this pipe to suck your blood.
7.
7?
The love of goddess.
You said dexterity?
Yep.
21.
Okay.
Yes, being a bard is amazing.
14.
14.
Plus your 3.
Fenris and Sovereignty, you take full damage from this trap.
24, just kidding. 24.
Des, you take half damage as you. Everybody else takes the brunt of all the sturges, and you run out of the room.
I cover my face with my KT tape.
All right. So, if you didn't make the save, you're gonna okay. If you did not make the save, you take 54 points of necrotic damage, or half.
54. So
54 points of necrotic damage. As these sturges sort of surround you and begin sucking your blood, like just poking their weird sort of like mosquito-like pierces, and you're able to finally bash them away, but you're much worse for wear.
Would a 17 have made the save?
No.
Okay.
as I run out of the room, I'm gonna run back as I kind of swat them away, and I'm gonna pull some of them off of Sovereignty and Fenris, kind of rip the bats off of their face with their fangs.
They squeal, and eventually you kill enough of them where the rest sort of fly back into this pipe.
I turn around, I grab this by the back of her shirt and start dragging her towards the door.
Yes, you want to contest that or not?
We didn't see everything in the room. I'm gonna start trying to grab.
I spin her around to look her in the face and say, I lose one more point of health, I attack you first.
You can leave the room. And I'll
One more point of health. How weird.
I am like right at my max. Like, as in, if I lose another
You're
HP.
meta talking.
She's very wounded. She's very, very wounded.
Literally. I will destroy her.
I know. It was just because you said.
While Des is being dragged off, can Sabri take a little peek in the next room?
Sure. Why
Just
not?
whatever.
I just bow my head. I'm sorry, Fenris. You're angry because I killed your best friend in the other room. It's okay.
I would like a stealthily look. I would maybe specify at this point.
Okay, Sovereignty, give me perception.
Okay.
And then Des and Fenris. Des, you want to do anything else other than be in Fenris's clutches? You need to give me acrobatics versus athletics.
I just
And?
don't think there's anything else to find in that room.
All I'm saying is you want to get away from Fenris pulling you out. That's all I'm saying.
No, it's fine. She can pull me out.
Okay, so Sovereignty, you take a peek around the corner. Everything looks clear. Would you like to continue down?
Go
There's
in.
4 rooms to explore, and they're all wonderful.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay, you're going in.
I want to do it quietly though.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Is it question? Does plate armor make you roll at disadvantage?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Great. Sweet. Oh, that one's way better. That's a 5.
It's a 5. Oh, you're trying to be quiet. And you're just like every step. You feel like you're being sneaky, but it's a loud thunk, as your plate armor clashes with the infernal metal of this war machine or this fortress. But you feel like you're being stealthy. Stealthy.
This would be so proud of me.
She whispers loudly. At full volume, she says, she's so proud.
Okay, you have 4 doors in front of you.
Just the first one. Yes.
Okay. You open the door and suddenly, an imp who was basically half dead reaches out to you to try to claw at you and dies. As he falls. Looks like he was stuck in there somehow. And behind him is sort of like a signal desk where there's like these weird sort of typewriter machines where imps would send messages from.
Are they like wired into the ship, or is it like a remote sort of situation?
You can pull it out. It wouldn't serve much. It's not like a ghost paper or anything. It sends out messages like magical arcane.
Right, but is it like wired into the ship, or if I took it with me, would it still work?
If you took it with you, it would do nothing except for maybe click clack, just for fun.
Okay, well.
You want to take it? That's fine. You're welcome to take whatever you
Who
want.
do those messages get to? Who would receive them?
Well, if you want to know that, Sovereignty, give me an intelligence check.
Great, it's nice strength. Oh, have a moment of clarity here. Let me subtract my intelligence.
Oh, no.
13.
13. You speak Infernal?
Yeah.
Okay. They're probably orders. They're ways to relay orders from the higher ups.
I'll take one with me. Maybe 4 can tinker with it if he feels like it, but
Okay.
I'm probably not gonna know.
That's okay. You have high strength, so you rip it out and throw it in your backpack or something. You now have an Infernal typewriter.
Great. Sweet loot.
Enigma machine.
Now I have to know. I mean, I'm guessing the other rooms are the same. Let me go to the last room.
Okay. All right.
I will prepare this time to stab anything that jumps out at me.
Okay, you open the door, nothing else. And you go through all the doors, same thing. There's just dead imps who were not able to escape the crash, but nothing of value.
Okay. I'll head back to the gang.
Okay. And you all meet up, having cleared the whole ship, you all meet back up in the bridge.
All right, so what did we all find? What did we learn today?
That we should listen to Fenris. And I
Yes, I will take
throw
note.
this on the ground a little bit. Not very hard, but just a little bit.
Ah,
That you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
While they're all talking, I'm going to just sneak around back a little bit, just so I'm at the back of the line. A little to the right. Wait, I can't see. And fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts at the direction of the bell to see if I can get it to stand upright.
Okay.
Damn it.
Everyone get ready. The bell impacts, and the bell gets off its hinge. Now the whole flying fortress is going down. All right.
I'm on the ground and I look. What's happening?
What I told you was going to
All right, so
happen!
suddenly you hear rumbling.
When you don't listen to me!
I'm gonna run over to Anatoly and say, you don't listen to Fenris, and I'm gonna literally try to punch him in the face.
Can I roll the hit?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll the hit, dude.
Roll the hit at advantage because he was busy casting a spell, and
What would this be? Wait, roll the hit?
well, it's a punch, so it's usually your strength plus proficiency.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, cool. All right, let's go. Okay, that is a 17.
Not even close.
So you hit him, but it does nothing. Unfortunately, it's not enough to get through his magical arcane defenses he's put up.
And then I would like to run. Can I run?
I need first, even if you can fly, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw. As you hear the whole tower shudder.
Wait.
And quickly, and the bell sort of goes out of control. It goes clunk, 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 and the whole thing begins to deviate off to the side. And it's all breaks apart, and all the wires begin to shoot out.
I'm sprinting for the door. Like, forget all
Okay,
y'all.
You have to make a dex save.
Dex, everybody's giving me a dex saving throw as you're caught unawares by the sudden breaking of the flotation device.
That is a 10.
18.
Dex saving throw.
2.
Wow.
Yes.
18.
Des 13.
Okay. Sovereignty was a 2.
Yep.
Okay, judgment
11.
11. Okay, if you roll below a, what is if it goes down? If you roll below a 12, you fall prone.
I made it to the punching it fully in the face.
All right, so the ship begins to go down slowly, but then increases in velocity as it's going to crash. If it crashes, all the steel will come onto you, and probably you're dead. So those who fall, you have one chance to make it out.
Okay, wait. So who's standing? Just me and Anatoly?
No, I fell.
Who's from my punch? Right, I know.
No, not no.
Okay, for Des's clarity, who rolled above a 12?
Me.
Okay,
Me and
so
Fenris are the only.
only you two are standing.
See, it's because I paid attention to you. I'm still standing. You're right. I should pay attention to you.
I go over to Sovereignty to try to get to help her up.
Okay, you're down though, Fenris. So
No,
Fenris, what's up?
No, Fenris and I are up.
Oh, you two are up.
That's what I was
you two are up.
saying. That's what I was saying. Fenris and
Running over to Sovereignty to try to help her up.
Okay, Fenris, are you transformed, Fenris?
Yes.
Okay, Fenris is transformed, and even though at this point rocks and other metals are coming down, you just bat it out of the way, grab Sovereignty, put her over your shoulder, and you can get out. Judgment, at this very time, your undead finally make their way, claw their way out through and grab you in this horde, and they throw you on top, and they get you out. That leaves Des. So Des,
yeah.
right now you can run out yourself and leave Anatoly to die, or let Anatoly try to get out himself.
Oh, wow.
You can help him or not help him, it's up to you.
Oh my god, I don't know what the right choice is right now. I'm looking at Anatoly, and I had just punched him in the face, and he's wearing a fishy robe. I don't really know what's going on with Anatoly anymore. Oh no. I might leave him.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave him. I'm going to see Fenris grab Sovereignty, and I'm gonna follow Sovereignty and Fenris out.
All right. So at this point, all of you barely make it out as it's
Sorry,
suddenly
Anatoly, but
drop very, very quickly. Anatoly, you have one chance to get out.
So I know I'm prone, right? But I technically have flying boots. So would it actually require an action for me to stand up realistically if the boots could kind of just fly me out of there?
They can fly you out of there for sure, but I'm telling you, you have to make a check to make it out in time.
Okay, cool.
All right. So,
oh my god, Kyle, I'm so sorry if your character dies.
all right. This
My
is
own fucking
Anatoly.
fault.
It's your own fault.
All right. So I need you to give me a dex save. You will not have any inspiration available.
Oh my god, if he dies, it's all my fault, guys.
That is a 5.
All right. So the rest of you jump out right in time, and as you do, Judgment, you hear your vest, which is normally has a heartbeat, suddenly stops.
Fuck, I killed myself. Oh no. God damn it. I'm so dumb.
Wait, doesn't that mean the Judgment dies?
No, I have to start making death saves, right? Or am I?
So
Correct.
Anatoly, as you try to scramble
No,
out,
because Judgment would be fine. It's really if Judgment dies and Anatoly would die. But if Anatoly dies, Judgment's fine. And his horde of undead is saving him, is pulling him out.
correct.
He'll become a level 1 though.
You have 2 patrons. Do something.
All right. Anatoly, I will give you. So, what's going to happen, Anatoly? You're going to see this whole structure cave in on you. No, even somebody immortal might not be able to survive this. This is tons upon tons of steel and a whole huge flying machine. I mean, this thing's enormous.
Okay. I'm just trying to see if there's anything that I've got.
Oh my god, Kyle, I feel really bad. I'm so sorry.
What do you feel bad?
It's my
You
fucking
did this to
fault,
yourself.
y'all.
Yeah, no, he did this himself. That's true. He did
I
this
was trying to go for the like walk away from the explosion feel, but I guess.
Yeah, can you like?
Could I like throw up a shield?
Kyle, you should say a prayer to one of your patrons. I'm being serious. You need to say a prayer to
Yeah, I think you're right.
You need to say a prayer to the Raven.
I think I'm gonna.
No, not to Vecna, to the Raven Queen. Seriously.
Actually, so the Raven Queen probably wouldn't help me, so I'm gonna reach out to Vecna, because he is the Lord of the Undying, and I'm gonna be like,
No, I need to hear it. We need to hear this prayer.
yeah, no, I'm thinking, sorry,
Undying me, bro.
So at this moment, Anatoly, you're basically dead and or about to die.
okay. So Vecna, I was not able to fulfill your mission for me, but I implore you to spare me from this cold death.
So you hear nothing from Vecna, but you do hear a different voice.
The fucking Raven Queen. You picked wrong, Anatoly. I told you the Raven.
Chosen.
Poorly.
You hear a different voice from your 3rd patron.
Patron deaths.
All right. You hear a voice which isn't a voice. And because none of what you said or prayers seem to be leaving this dark black state you're in. Instead, you hear the voice and you see a slim, human-looking devil wearing luxurious black and red robes.
Oh boy.
Your 3rd patron.
Oh no!
Oh my god, is it Gary?
Oh shit! Okay.
Oh no, it's Gary.
Okay.
Is it Unago? The guy?
I'm ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
More and more of the blackness goes away, and you see just now in front of you as the strange, unholy Messiah sitting on a throne. You know, this human-looking devil, and very pale skin, looks at you and says, "Well, welcome."
Who are you?
Who am I? What if I told you I was somebody very, very special?
I would believe you because I think I am dead.
Oh, you're dead. And you're not going to Celestia.
Well, I mean, you know, I did do a lot of things in Barovia that I'm not particularly proud of.
You've been a very, very bad boy, Anatoly. I can offer you salvation, as I do those who enter my realm.
Sure.
You'll fight for me,
Of course, why not?
for hell,
Absolutely.
to live now, you would give me your soul.
Dude, you're so screwed.
He grabs a cup of wine and drinks it.
Well, I don't. What is your name, may I ask?
My name. You're not privy to that. But I have plans for you. And your friend. The tiefling.
I don't see that I really have a choice.
Not into that.
You can die. Or you can die or you can become a devil, part of my legions, and fight for me, be immortal.
I cannot choose death. There is more work to be done. My soul is yours.
All right. This figure snaps its fingers, and in front of you is Hell's most unbreakable pact, a stone tablet.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh no! Oh no!
What do I have to? What do I have to do? Do I just like sense what I have to do, or does he tell me what I have to do?
Sign in blood.
I get this sense of foreboding. Summon every skeleton in the entire 9 hells to dig out his corpse, and I cast Raise Dead immediately.
What is it? Do you want to die, become nothing, or work for me?
I will work for you, and I slit my arm, or I slit my hand, I guess, and then I write my name in blood on the tablet.
Good.
Oh my god.
Napoli!
I will promote you to a devil of substantial power, Anatoly. You obey my every order, or you will die.
As you
Keep
wish.
this in mind. Tell no one that you work for Asmodeus, the king of hell.
As you wish, my king of kings,
Good.
lord above all else.
Enjoy your powers and enjoy some conversations you might be having with your patrons.
I will.
What patrons?
Is there anything else you wish to ask of me?
Will the tiefling not know?
No one will know. But I need you to protect her.
Protect who?
The tiefling,
Oh.
the daughter of Zariel.
I think that I can manage that.
Good. This will be your first task for me. We'll speak more later. Be gone now. And he shoves you from whatever realm you were in. And the rest of you make it back to the Tormentor and see Anatoly there.
It was a
You Barovian
fuck that.
scum.
Revivify, are you dead?
It's just a flesh wound.
Sovereignty. We don't need his help.
Am I still
I
carrying
felt-
sovereignty?
I fell into this little cave thing, like when the tower collapsed, and so nothing crushed me. I'm fine. It is miracle.
Then how did you get here before us?
Yeah. How did that happen?
Because I fell out of the backside and then I crawled through the tunnel.
I want to do an insight check on Anatoly.
You don't need to because he's telling the truth.
Did you? And I go up to him really close. You fell through a tunnel and got here before us.
Yes.
Okay, listen.
listen,
boy.
guys, I'm really sorry, everyone. I really meant for that to be like.
And I'm going to punch him in the... No. I'm going to punch him in the face again.
Go for it. Do an attack roll.
I'm going to do an attack roll.
At the same time, Judgment, you feel...
Okay. That is... That's a 19.
22 to hit.
Still not enough. You sock him. If he doesn't want to be hit, then you try, and he just moves out of the way.
Everyone, that was supposed to be like a cool, like, walking away from an explosion thing. Like, I didn't mean anyone to die or, get hurt. I'm glad you're all okay, as well as myself.
I turn around and I will, I'm assuming I've put sovereignty down at this point.
Sure,
I turn around and I turn around a little bit and then without looking, just go and crack him across the face.
See? This is what happens when you listen to Fenris. Good things happen.
What is it?
Just do your normal attack, since it's based on your strength, so just do a normal attack.
Oh, you're fucked. 25.
All right, she hits you, cracks you across the head.
Yes, Fenris. That's what I was trying to do.
It doesn't seem to hurt you very much at all, Anatoly.
Okay.
Don't ever worry me like that again, you Dunkov.
I apologize. As we say
Anatoly, we all tried as a group to fix that, and then it didn't happen. And then you did that when we were all...
I was trying to fix it. I swear.
Do you swear? For sure.
Yes, I swear for sure.
Alrighty. This idiot has had enough scorning for one day. Everyone should just ignore him for the rest. Let's get these rods where they need to go.
I had some thoughts about that. Not good, specific thoughts, but more like questions. And the fact that they have El Terrell on them and the Insidiator. And should we actually give them to Bell?
I don't know. Because I feel like he's going to destroy El Terrell more than he would save it. I also didn't talk to him, so I don't know what he's like.
He was kind of bitter about Zariel, and the fact that Zariel signed the contract to be in Asmodeus's service. I think he wants kind of her spot. So I don't know what that means. Those are just
Asmodeus is a bad dude, though. So does Bell serve Asmodeus? Yes.
Right.
So I don't think we should give him these rods back. However, we can pretend that we're going to give them back to him. So we need to know where the sword is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good idea. And we're sitting in this room tour. I'm going to bring out my tarot cards and kind of start to shuffle them. Do a little bridge motion. I'm going to cast Augury, the ritual spell again.
Okay.
Okay, so we have two options. Give Bell the rods or don't. So I need Fenris and Sovereignty, each pick a card. Because Fenris was saying we could give them back. Sovereignty was saying to keep them. All right? Fenris, what does your card have on it?
So, sorry, Fenris is which one?
So Fenris was the option to give Bell the rods. Sovereignty was the option to not.
Okay, so for Fenris's, you see a... Let's say a pleasant meadow.
You said for whose? Sovereignty's?
No. For Fenris's, you see a pleasant meadow.
Okay, Fenris. So this card has a meadow on it. So that looks pleasant and happy and peaceful. Interesting. We'll keep that in mind. Sovereignty, your card, please. Shunk, and I do a really big card flourish in front of me.
And Sovereignty was not giving the rods?
Yeah, not giving the rods. So I look at her card.
You see a barren field of death and decay.
Cool, good cards.
Wait, so this is a barren field of death and decay. I'm going to say that we should always listen to Fenris and just always do what Fenris says.
That seems to work pretty well, actually.
I just reshuffle the cards and say, Fenris, Captain?
I think that is a good idea. Perhaps
we should absolutely
not die. If they would just listen to me. I'm older than all of you.
And therefore wiser. Go stage one.
Actually, am I the oldest?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you are. Mm-hmm.
Older than all of you, I've lived longer. Trust my wisdom.
You're right. We should have done that from the beginning. Okay. 4. Back to Bell's Forge, I guess.
Okay.
We should...
You know, a positive side to this was that you can now drive over some of the. So the fortress fell down and actually created like through some steel parts of the ship. You can drive over them over the chasm. They're that long. You can drive over the chasm.
Wow. Great.
Doesn't that mean that they can come to us now?
They could if they were still there, but they seem to have retreated for now.
They probably saw the big crashing of the thing and they left.
Mm-hmm.
They had a party to get to.
So, should we call it here or?
Probably.
I think I will probably have to duck out here. I have to open tomorrow.
And really, without Fenris, we cannot continue on.
Okay, we'll call it here. You all level up to level 11, except for Anatoly, who is now level 14. And Judgment.
Oh my god. All right, if you liked what you watched tonight, please smite that like button, ring that notification bell, subscribe, follow us on Instagram at greenandgarb, or check us out on Discord. We'd love to hear from you. And I don't know, we can talk about what you think about Anatoly. Interesting.
Yeah, he's a super good dude.
Yeah, great. And the last
Thank you,
thing.
Graham.
How do you cut that blood bond again?
The last thing you feel, Josh, when you get in the car and you saw that your robes were no longer resonating, they still are not. See you next time.
Oh!